Hellish rebuke.
So, last we left off on Chaos Theory, the party had delved deeper into the sewer and faced off against rust monsters. Giant cockroach-like creatures that disintegrated metal with their touch.
That wasn't cool.
After defeating them with a very strategic plan, or rather, using tactics against the creatures, they left the sewers to recover and recuperate as all of the spellcasters were spent, and everyone was just tired and on edge. The party had some infighting that still is possibly causing some bad blood between all of them, as they, after recovering, ventured back into the sewers to find the Utalog.
What did we do between that?
I don't remember fully. I just know that there was some arguing, and before you guys finally took your long rest.
Well, I know Ryker went to go talk to Asgore, and went to go put in motion this plan about smoking out the man in black. I know that started. I know that Nolith, we took care of Nolith and put her up as well. And then talked to Dana as well.
Managed to get an agreement arranged with Dana.
For some items in exchange for trying to rid her of her debt to Nykar stuff.
Yeah.
I think if I did anything else. You guys remember?
Not
Do you all remember what you guys did while you rested?
You fixed all our armor and stuff, didn't you?
I went and got that taken care of, yeah.
During our rest after our battle?
After the rust monsters, but before the creature, the carrion crawlers.
Yeah, no, I think I just read books, probably.
Okay.
Just hanging out.
So, after each doing their own travels in the city, they finally ventured back into the sewers.
I got the lantern. I got the little lantern thing to give to... That's one point.
Is that when you got the immovable rod?
Yeah.
No, you got the movable
No.
rod a couple of sessions back.
Okay. Anyways, whatevs. Not that important.
Mm-hmm.
But you found a secret cache of goods from the Thieves Guild as you explored the
Oh, that's
sewers.
right. Yeah, we got like
Yeah, we did.
2,000 gold or something like that.
It was a nice hoard of gold as well as a few magical items. Namely, a bag of holding being one of the most important.
Mhm.
As well as another strange tan bag that had fuzzy round balls in it.
Mine.
And Javelin of Lightning.
Javelin of Lightning goes to Gavyn as well. And an ever-smoking bottle that Ryker discovered and used, causing everyone to, again, turn their ire on the tabaxi.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Listen, science requires experimentation.
That's accurate. I agree with that. Never mind. Proceed with your research.
But after finding these magical items, they headed down a cistern in the sewers that led to a pool of murky, fetid waters. And in the center of this pool was a dead Utalog, one they had been searching for. I just don't remember who was the first one to enter down there. Oh, yes. How could I forget?
It's right over there.
How indeed.
Brandon and Ephraim's character, heads down.
No.
I'm getting it
Ephraim is
reversed.
Brandon's
I'm getting
character.
it reversed.
Wow.
Yeah. Again,
He doesn't give two shits about you.
Apparently not.
I'm exhausted from puppy.
Puppy. Feel you, bro.
Yeah. Anyways, Ephraim went down into the cistern, only to be ambushed by a carrion crawler. And as he started battle, 3 more popped up from the pool, and the battle ensued. Which eventually the party managed to turn the tide fairly quickly against the ambushers. As at the end of it, for some reason, still not known to the party, Seren decided to light the pool on fire.
This bitch is on fire. It makes for a good story.
And burns up all the loot and clues.
And as the pool burned, Seren and Ephraim heard words in Sylvan, though Seren was the only one that knew their meaning of no.
They made something angry, guys.
Shocking you, but you're so likable.
And we left off with the party.
Hey, I have a +7 in most of my charisma shit now.
And we left the party with them finally leaving the sewers, having discovered the source of what killed the Utalog.
Okay.
I'm alright for now. Okay.
I was lost at the cokes.
It's your house.
Should have asked before.
It's fine. It's fine. It's your house.
But aside from the backstory of the game, has there been any updates in our lives?
Got a cat.
Got a kitty cat. I did.
My real familiar.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
So Brandon and Kayla got a kitty cat, and I got a puppy, and we're all 3 exhausted.
It's everything's fine. Everything's fine, guys. It's fine.
Matt, unfortunately, is not here, as well as Tom. Tom had personal issues that he needed to deal with, while Matt is
looking for a job.
He's looking for a job, and the timetables for his move might be coming to a head sooner than we expected. So
we'll worry about it. We'll figure it out.
We'll see what happens with Matt in the future.
We'll figure it out.
Yep.
I never liked that guy anyway.
Sure.
Yeah. No, I love that.
Sure you didn't.
I wish him all the best.
As the sun is now finally setting on the horizon, you exit the sewers, grim, dank,
a little smelly
environment. You are, all of you, quite smelly, as Vulas is like sniffing himself, and he's like, ugh, I smell horrible. I think I'm gonna go to the bathhouse after yeah, I'll catch up with you guys later.
You see Ryker try and lick himself a little bit and then almost hurl.
Yeah, you're not a cat at all.
No.
I believe I'm going to be heading there.
Yeah, I think I'll join you. Gavyn replies as well.
Well, if everybody else is going, I guess I'll go.
Granted,
bathhouses are co-ed in Vale.
They're co-ed? You're welcome.
Just FYI.
So, you all head into the bathhouse together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Without heading home to check on Rin?
I mean, I'm assuming there's a bathhouse in our court in our neighborhood.
In your neighborhood?
Yeah. We've got a bunch of gold that's burning a hole in our pocket. We should probably put that away before we leave it away. Yes. So I will take all of our gold and magic items that we found and stuff like that.
I can help.
Sure.
I can help.
And Ryker will put that in a safe box, like a little lockbox or what are they called?
Lockbox, safe
little
box.
a little safe that we have in the apartment.
I'll give you the rod, but I want to keep the bag with me.
Yeah, sure. Go in there. So as he Right, so one of the things I did today is I met with a friend who has a common interest with our friend Nikar, and I was able to get some things for us. And you see him, he also pulls out, he's like, these are for later, but just an FYI, we can now talk to each other using these. And he pulls out little stones. What are they? Actual stones? Are they like earrings? Are they like amulets? Are they?
They're like a fist-sized stone that has a face carved into it.
Okay.
Each one is a pair, as both stones link together.
Mm-hmm. So it's not like I can, take the dial and put it on like channel 3 or something like that, and we can all be on like channel 3.
It's not. They're not walkie-talkie. They're not like those type of walkie-talkies.
Mm.
They're linked to each other. Each pair is linked to each other.
Right.
You have 3 pairs.
Okay, so I've got 3 pairs of these. I'll need them for later, but for right now, we have some, and so I will give one to Ephraim, one to Seren, and one to Vulas.
Okay.
And so we can each do that.
Where's
You only got 3. This is Gavyn.
Yes, Gavyn. I'm so sorry. Just stay close to Vulas, and
No,
things
we
will
can
be
share
fine.
Gavyn. That'd be fine.
Or stay close to Seren. Sure. Also, I got this thing, and he pulls out this little haversack-looking thing, and he
Not a haversack. It's a bag of holding.
sure, a bag. It looks like a little like messenger bag or
It
something.
seems to have a face on it.
And he opens it up, and he puts his whole arm down there like Mary Poppins, and he's like, "We can put a lot of stuff in this. Very, very useful things in here." And then
Do
he
you
pulls
do
his
it
whole
in a
arm.
way like a girl is searching for something in her bag where you just plunge and you maintain eye contact with
Yeah,
it?
it's literally like Mary Poppins. She's like,
Just digging around in a purse.
yep, exactly.
Grabbing claw.
Yeah, he's like, this is where we are going to put all our goodies from now on. Very cool, right? And so
Who's carrying this bag
This-
of goodies?
I am right here.
Okay.
And this is the second one you've seen. As you found one prior.
Do they both have like the same
Same
face?
pattern, same design.
So
So,
I didn't know we were
What?
going to find one when I negotiated for this, but now we have 2, which is awesome.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why does everything got a face on it?
I was wondering if someone was going to ask that.
I got a rock now with a face on it. You got 2 bags with a face on it. My stick doesn't have a face on it. My fluffy balls here don't have faces on them.
I'm sorry, what?
I'll take.
Technically,
Oh wait.
after you
Phrasing?
Phrasing or still
Would you-
Is that still
I mean, I love it when there's a face on my fluffy balls. So, but maybe it's just
Anyways.
me.
That's how I would describe me. Anyways,
I mean,
None of my
is
shit's
that
got
is it the same face every time?
No. But their faces.
can I
Wouldn't-
make a history check to identify the face?
I mean, I would think that would be common knowledge.
Yeah,
Or
why
is it-
there's
or is it
faces on
common
everything.
knowledge?
You can make you can make a history check to see if you can identify the face. You've never interacted with these items before, so you don't know if it's common knowledge or not. If these items are,
Oh, that's not good. That's a 10.
the faces are kind of plain, all of them. So like the generic design of a face: eyes, mouth, nose. So other than the fact that it's generic eyes, mouth, nose, it's hard to tell if they're the same or not.
There's like humanoid, monk, like orc, tiefling, Asimar.
Just
Tabaxi.
eyes, mouth, nose.
Okay,
But not like a wide furble nose.
No.
it's not like tusks or anything.
Like the stones are carved to where it's kind of like a human or an elf nose, maybe certain dwarves.
There's no defining features.
There's nothing to define if it's a race.
Got it.
Alas, poor Yorick.
And then this. So now we have 2 of these, which is twice as many that I thought we were going to have.
The one that you attained.
Yes.
All of these things. These are ours to keep. Yes.
Yes, provided we don't die.
Okay.
Well,
Or
that's not
fail.
going to happen.
Or, well, presuming if we fail, we'll probably die.
Ryker,
So
what do we owe you for such items?
Your assistance in taking down Nikar. This is for us.
I'm
And-
sorry, did you have a question, Ephraim?
I was wanting to keep one of the bags.
Sure, that's fine. This one's mine. You can have the other one.
I have things to keep in here, like all of our potions.
Sure, doesn't matter. Also, my favorite. Watch this. So I look straight at Ephraim and put on the hat of disguise and turn into Ephraim. Boo!
I will,
That's interesting.
and now I'm Ryker.
I'm now Seren.
I'm just gonna stay Ryker.
Do I really look that pretty? Wow. That's so fantastic.
Work it
Wow.
with this cloak.
Can I go like this, like where my head is?
Yeah, and it just goes. And as you are, after you do that, you hear footsteps approaching the house.
I'm not, one of us has to change, it's not me.
And
So I take the hat off.
But now there's 2 Rykers.
Can't be more of me. Stop.
as you were doing this, Rin is popping up, and she's then looking at like,
Hello.
what?
Hello.
In an infernal. Why are there 2 of you?
I don't speak Infernal.
I speak Infernal.
I do too.
So here's the thing.
They're children.
We're
Both of them are children.
showing off our new stuff.
Is the couch still there?
No, it's gone.
Is
It's
it like
been-
broken as heck?
It's
Is
broken
there
as
a box
hell.
somewhere?
Yes.
I'm gonna go sit in the box.
Okay.
That's offensive.
It fits, so I'll sit.
That's offensive.
Okay. Okay.
While you guys are talking in Infernal, because I don't know what the hell's going on.
So we have got some new powers and some new things, and I put on the hat and turn into Rin.
She knows your goddamn mind.
Listen, we gotta pull this Band-Aid off like fast. We don't have time.
As she steps closer, she then.
Yes, we're gonna take
Yes,
care
we're
of it.
going to the bathhouse. We just need to put some things away first. I very on purpose wait for Rin to either like turn her back or leave the room before like opening the safe and stuff again.
Where's the bathhouse?
You can come with. We'll show you. But anyway, so these are things that we procured from my good friend Dana, who we are doing a favor for, and she is going. This is her favor to us. She may have. She has a lot of pretty things of the magical variety.
Does she
I should
have,
introduce you to sometime.
Does she have any books?
She does have books.
Oh.
She does have books. I take the hat of disguise off.
I'll drop the disguise self. Do you happen to have a brass brazier around this household?
I mean, probably not. No.
Oh well.
No open flames in the house. Do you see this wood? Very flammable. No braziers. Or braziers.
As this time, as you mentioned, no, you're speaking in common, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No braziers or braziers.
All right.
English is fun.
If that's everything's all settled, we should.
So I put everything into the bag.
We should all go clean up.
Rin, would you like to come to the bathhouse?
She's just nodding and holding her nose.
Rin, so I know you have some peculiar ideas about the figures and bodies and nudity and
Are we
things
really
of that.
having the talk of the birds?
No, I'm just saying that she has very strong, and he shows his where his arms are singed, and he's she has very strong opinions about people and nakedness, so I'm trying to avert catastrophe.
Do you not have strong opinions on nakedness?
I do, they're just very different from hers.
Everyone's there should be no kink shaming in this household.
There's no shaming, I just don't want to cause a scene.
He doesn't want more scorching rays in his face.
I don't want scorching rays in anyone's face, thank you very much.
Technically, they've all been directed at you.
Yes, I know. I'm worried that someone else will bear the brunt of it. Anyway, so, you've been to bathhouses before?
Yes, she has.
So these are mixed. You will see both women and men. And
Explain on the way. Let's go.
yes. So all I'm saying is don't do anything that will cause a scene. Be on your best behavior.
Okay. Can I get a paper towel real quick?
What?
I need a paper towel.
Sorry, it's so far away. Here you go.
Thank you.
Sorry about that.
So before we actually go and do this,
But
Rin being naked in a bathhouse isn't gonna cause everyone to point and stare and be like, who is that? What is that thing? That's I've never seen anything like that before. That's crazy.
Vale is very cosmopolitan,
Yeah.
so they aren't. Nobody's so far flinched an eye over seeing.
Sure, but she's got clothes on and stuff, and we've been putting cloaks on her to so
She.
hard to hide in a bathhouse.
Yeah, but people can be
Okay.
purple and have tails and
Okay.
things like that all the time.
She's not
so
a tiefling
I
or
walked
a
around
dragonborn.
as a blue.
she's not a tiefling or a
person for
dragonborn,
2
but
days.
people could easily mistake her for a tiefling or something.
Okay. That's fine. I'm happy to hear that, her mere existence isn't going to cause me a headache. That's fine.
Let's go.
Awesome. Wonderful. And while we're there, I can talk to you about how we're going to take down this bastard.
What time of day is it?
It
It's
is now
nighttime.
going into evening.
It's
The
evening.
sun has set. You are going into early evening. As getting to the bathhouse results in no issue.
On the way there, I'll stop at a street vendor and buy everybody a street taco or a kebab or
Okay.
something like that. What do you fancy? This place has the best.
Taters.
You see a halfling gentleman, and he's just like, I got meat on a stick.
He has meat on a stick. He also has these things called tacos that are just absolutely to die for. Do you have tacos down in the south?
We got taters.
I'm going to blow your mind right now. One taco for the lady.
Okay,
does
Another
that have
taco
to
for-
have
for-
meat on it?
no meat.
No meat.
Okay.
Two tacos. One for the lady. The other for the other lady. One taco for me. Do you want a taco? Or would you-
Yeah, something with fish.
Something with fish.
Fish.
So for
Okay.
let's say six tacos. Two no meat. One me. Fish actually sounds lovely. So 2 fish and the other 2. Let's just
Is
say your best meat. Yes.
Is it tuna?
God, I hope so. Do you have tuna? He didn't last week.
I did not get any tuna
That's
this
okay.
week.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay, that's fine.
But that'll just be 2 silver.
Very fair. Always a pleasure. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, try this. This is what's called a taco in Vale.
I will
I
eat
learned it from a wizard.
You
up
do
in the
realize
Forgotten
she's
Realms.
lived here for like 8 months.
Yeah,
She's been here just as long as
she
you.
doesn't seem like she knows the way very often.
I
I'm trying to be sociable.
will eat the taco.
Roll me a Constitution check.
4.
It's a little greasy for you. It's like,
Still gonna eat it.
I mean, there's some
Good.
cheese in it. That's nice.
Can I get some extra cheese?
Yeah. Here, can you sprinkle some more cheese on it?
Ryker takes the cheese out and like, I'm actually not supposed to have this. So he
great, thanks.
takes his cheese
Thanks.
off of his
+1 to
and
friendship.
puts it. not supposed to have cheese. I
Him
forgot.
having the dairy makes
Yeah.
he suddenly becomes a marathon.
It's awful. It's awful. I apologize in advance to everyone.
Yes, he's got the runs.
Hey! All right. Yes. So we can go.
I thought about infesting you for a second. Anyways, bathhouse.
Going to the bathhouse.
Time to get scrubs.
And everyone by now, except for Ren, has been familiar with this bathhouse, as you had suggested to Volus after he got his armor taken off to go here.
Mhm.
And Gavyn has gone here at least once in the past as well, as you all are now becoming quite regulars, with an elven woman behind a counter, and he says, 6 of you? Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Alrighty, that'll be, she pulls up
We'll
chart.
need the extra soap this time, if you would, Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Cheryl?
Yes. Is she not? Have I gotten your name wrong this whole time? Why didn't you say so?
Because this is the first time I've heard you use my name.
I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be nice. Pardon me. Anyway, I guess we'll just keep it to a business relationship. Fine.
Oh, okay. Then that will be 1 gold. A little bonus for the attitude.
Fair enough. What's 1/6 of 1 gold?
No, 1 gold total to cover everyone.
Yeah, I know. And there's 6 of us.
Yeah, 1 gold for all 6 of us.
1 gold each.
No, total.
Yes. So 1/6, 1/6,
Oh.
1/6, 1/6,
Here's a
1/6. Yeah.
Oh.
Please come on.
I mean, I would give the gold. Actually, I don't really. Oh, actually, never mind. I do.
We rich now.
I haven't marked. I didn't really mark down anything from the.
It's great.
And here's an extra 5 gold.
For the
If
rest
you
of the
could,
month.
drinks, and just keep whatever's extra, as this tub is going to need a good scrubbing afterwards.
And some.
As you lean forward, she whiffs. Yes, of course.
And a private. Some little privacy, if you don't mind.
Yes, the private bathrooms.
Thank you.
Mhm. And it was Enna.
And my fault. Sorry. Must have been the other girl last week.
As you are allowed to go your separate ways, but she directs that you would be having bath number 5.
Do we have like 1 room with like 6 tubs?
So you have your changing room,
Yeah.
and then you have an offshoot pool that you have the main pool. So here, let me just
Like the
strike.
common,
Yeah.
or
So
the
you have the
common-
entryway, and then you have the changing rooms that split off to your left and right for men and women, that then lead into the common bathing pool area, which is fairly large. Imagine an Olympic-sized swimming pool for bathing,
Mhm.
but also not as deep. It's shallow enough
Mhm.
that you can bathe.
Shallow enough for someone who's 3'8".
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So
Otherwise,
They
And
have,
then
they,
it's
have, they have
your
steps.
shoulders.
They have like steps. So
Otherwise,
for you
I'd
to.
have to get like a dinner tube.
Floaties.
Yeah.
So you might actually be you might be able to float better than the rest, as there are several off the main bathing pool, there are several side pools that you could rent, each marked with a number, and you have pool number 5 to yourselves for you and your party.
Fantastic. Okay. So, Ryker will strip down and he'll go straight to.
Same.
The perfumes of the pool suffuse, lavender, sage, the occasional hint of vanilla and nutmeg.
Smells too.
So as we settle in, Seren, do you have anything in that bag of tricks of yours that can give us a little bit of privacy from prying ears or eyes?
Do I have anything in here? How many people are in the bathhouse?
As you enter, it seems in the main area, you find about 20 or so spread throughout, and you're not quite sure how many are in the side rooms.
It's fine, just for us here. No, nothing. You're always so full of surprises. I don't know what you can and can't do.
I am. Let me think for just a second. Hang on. Take me just a second. You want privacy, like...
Just so we can talk.
Yep, so layout of this bathhouse, we got a big pool, and then there's little pools along the side.
Yeah, that are like rooms and there's doorways.
Oh, wait, Rin has a thing, doesn't she?
She has the silent spell.
Yeah, can she put it like on the area next to... It's only like a minute, though.
It's only a minute, and it's an area, and whatever within the area is completely...
Right, I know. Well, I wanted to put it like at the doorway, so like they couldn't hear like through it or something.
So we're in room 5.
Right.
Is there anybody in 4 or 6?
I'll check.
Yeah, you can check.
Discreetly, of course.
Then roll me a stealth check.
Sure. That's 20.
So you hear splashing and giggling in room 4.
Okay.
Sounds like a woman.
Okay.
Possibly more in there with her.
Okay.
And then in room 6, it is dead quiet.
Okay. So
You want us to have like some quiet
I
over
just,
here in the corner, right?
just want to make sure that no one's going to be overhearing what we need to discuss.
The door open or closed?
You can either. It's your choice.
Is the door for the room 4 open or
Oh
closed?
yeah, it's closed.
Closed. How high is the wall? Like, how high did he have to climb to get up there?
Climb.
It is about
Climb?
10 feet tall.
You're checking out the room?
Oh, I just...
Oh, you just listened. You just listened to it.
Yeah, it's about 10 feet tall before you get to the rafters. The tops of the wall are almost like hanging gardens of vines and other plant life.
Some spa decor.
Basically.
Yeah. Mhm. It's okay if you don't. I was just asking.
I mean, I could make them sleepy in there.
No, I don't want them to drown.
I was also thinking I could minor illusion, like something scary in there to make them run away.
Cause a scene. It's fine. It's fine. We'll just be discreet.
But if there's a scene going on, nobody's listening.
We'll be fine. We'll be
Fine,
fine.
no fun.
We'll be fine. And actually, one thing you do notice, like Ryker is very, like, trying not to be obvious about it, but you do notice he's always trying to like face everybody so you don't see his back. But like as he went away to, it's kind of like an unconscious thing. Like he's not doing it on,
He's just like, like a cop will keep his back to the wall,
Yeah. But as he went to go check the other room, you see a big brand on his back. I forget what shape it was in.
Your brand? I don't remember you ever mentioning a brand.
Yeah, because it's the brand for there's a Raven brand and a House brand.
The house brand is a collar.
I thought there was something because Ravens can't go around wearing collars. They like branded our backs.
Oh.
Right?
They removed the collar but have other ways of tracking.
Right, by the brand, I thought.
Yeah, we can go by the brand.
I distinctly remember we talked
If there
about a
wasn't, I
brand.
just don't remember.
Okay.
And that's
So you see a big old brand like burned into his fur, almost like a
like the fur is gone in this area.
Yeah,
and
it's
it's a scar.
it's probably the size of, I don't know, maybe like 6 inches around, and
Seems to be of a raven head with a swoop. Like the head is going there, and there's a swoop at the end of it.
but he doesn't say anything about it, but you do notice it.
Towels in here?
Yeah, so there are towels on the
It's a
side.
I'm gonna rub my hands on the towels and get some fleece on my hands. And I'll minor illusion to give us some nice calming bath music. To give us at least that for some
Sure,
privacy.
that's fine.
We can have like some dubstep going so that nobody can hear it.
No Skrillex?
Skrillex.
Bang-a-rang. Bang-a-rang.
So we have nice music. We're in a nice, lovely bathtub. That looks like it hurt. I'm sorry. That looks like it hurt.
Wait.
No, your back.
What? My back? What's wrong with it? No, it doesn't hurt. It's a little sore from the fight.
Okay. Pippin!
Along with Ryker doing that, Rin is doing a similar action.
Yeah.
Though her marks on her body are not just restricted to her back; they are all over her. As you saw them before when you first met her,
She was basically naked.
yeah, it's just scars up and down her body.
All right, friends.
Anyway,
Let's
so
get down to business to defeat
Nikar.
Nikar
And
and the monks. But mostly Nikar.
Mostly Nikar, yes.
You have a master plan.
I do. So you've learned. I've told you much of what I know about Nikar as a person. He fancies himself a bit of a businessman, a bit of a politician, a bit of
Bullshit.
he is definitely that, but he one of the many things that he is trying to do is put himself in a position to take over Vale in many respects, and become the leader of this. What did he call his movement? I forget what it was called.
Foul flourish.
I mean, I know what the real world allegory is, but I forget what they were calling themselves.
I haven't actually come up with a name for it.
Oh, okay.
So the name would be the
Vale Alliance or
No.
something.
Don't let it distract you. I'll come up with the name eventually.
That's fine. But he is part of a movement that is trying to cut off Vale from the rest of the world to the benefit of himself and his friends, at the expense of everyone else. Amongst other things, he deals in suffering, and his business interests are built on the suffering of others, and I have been tasked by my order to take him out. Not only take him out, but take him out in such a way that he does not become a martyr for his cause, and you need to show off him for the fraud that he is. And to that end, I have been doing some research and investigations on this man, and have learned many things about him, chiefly of which is that his financial stakes are wide as well as deep. He has political connections as well as financial ties to many of the upper echelon and the aristocracy of Vale. He also has quite a few land holdings and assets throughout the city. He has been doing many trading. He has been trading as well as making deals with those outside Vale, which goes expressly against the creed and ethos that his movement seems to be against. So our job is to bring that hypocrisy to light. To that end, I believe our best bet to do so is to break into his financial bank. He owns a number of banks, but specifically the one golden something or other. There's a bank on the square of 1,000 Songs that he owns, where he keeps all of his business deals and contracts and titles and deeds and things of that nature stored. And I believe our best bet to taking him down is to steal many of them. And
Can I pause you for
sure.
I have lived in Vale for 8 months with these guys.
Yes.
What do I know just prior to him telling us all of this stuff about Vale first? What do I know about this guy?
You have not met him, but you have seen him when he's come over to the apartment to talk.
He's come to the apartment.
He has come to the apartment and talked with Ephraim.
I've actually talked with him.
Talked with Ephraim to try and do deals with Ephraim.
Okay. How do you feel about this?
How do I feel about it?
Yeah.
Well, so any good businessman wants to know what or whom they're dealing with prior to actually signing a contract. So I did did a little bit of digging on my own, as well as having Ryker do some digging as well. And
That's how we first learned about him.
well, true. But what we discovered was that anybody who's new to town, or even some of those individuals who aren't, who do dealings with him, have a tendency to disappear or leave town for one reason or another. And it's not one of those deals where it's some of them, it's pretty much all of them. And then he capitalizes on whatever they've had. So the nature of this would indicate that it's most likely something fraud or criminal activity that is kind of connected to.
So aside from Vale first and fraud, this guy deserves to die because
Some of those politicians have died shortly after.
that's good enough for me.
He owns a farm outside the city that he uses for not only to sustain his income by people actually working the farm, but everybody that goes through there is either a indentured servant or a victim of the human trafficking or, person trafficking or of one flavor or stripe.
Are Valis and
Yeah, everybody's here.
everybody's there?
Yeah,
Okay.
everybody's here.
So
Any
it
thoughts on
sounds like this guy really needs to bite the arrow.
Yes.
That's another thing.
And he needs to do it and quickly and humiliate him. We need to humiliate him and bring his nefarious dealings to light at the same time, which I am happy to do. There aren't many. There are plenty of times being a raven is difficult, but this is not one of them.
So it sounds like from your initial thing you want to do a bank robbery?
Ideally, yes. In so much is that they hopefully don't realize that they are being robbed ever until it's too late.
Okay. Well, I mean, Ryker's like a diplomat or some bullshit. Like,
Ryker is not a
not
diplomat.
Ryker.
I am not
Ephraim.
a diplomat. Thank you
Ephraim
very
is
much.
Ephraim is like a diplomat or some bullshit.
Mhm.
So like,
So,
we got an in.
so I have been doing some stakeouts of not only the comings and goings of Nykar and his ilk, but I've also been staking out, along with my order, the golds and crowns. And I believe that we have a way of getting in and out without anyone being the wiser. And it involves this hat and this bag of holding that we just got. I have been able to study. I am quite adept at mimicking the appearance and mannerisms of those I observe. And with this hat of disguise, I should...
At this point, there is a knock on the door.
I'm fully naked, gonna walk over and answer the door.
It is a elven man with a tray of food and wine. He's like, you ordered...
Thank you, my good man.
What? And he just leaves.
So I believe that I can successfully impersonate Nykar himself.
I'll have another minor illusion.
I believe I can successfully impersonate Nykar himself. What I've also learned is that what's the name of I know you told me like the equivalent of like the SEC, like the auditing body. I forget what it was.
They're clearly the tax collectors of the kingdom.
Yeah.
They typically go by the by the jackals.
Okay.
Because nobody likes the taxman. And
Yeah.
Everyone always feels like they're scrounging for whatever scraps they can get.
Sure.
So
One of the things that plays into our favor with Nykar being so successful is that he is on the radar of the jackals. And it would not be unusual for the jackals to come in and request to see various documents and signings and holdings to make sure everything is on the level. Now, normally, Nykar just pays them off, and so everything is just fine on his end. But appearances must be kept. And so I believe if we walk in as impersonating Nykar and one of the jackals, we can easily get access to any contract and title and deed that we desire, without anyone being the wiser.
Fully naked, answering the door.
this time you see a fairly fat human with graying,
Pippin!
dirty blonde hair. And he says, "Would you please turn down the music? The whatever it is you're doing, it's kind of distracting." As you both recognize, and you recognize him too as Nykar.
Upon noticing him as Nykar opening the door, I'll like hold my breath for a second, and then prestidigitation, a puff of blue smoke as if I was like smoking something. And I'll shut the door.
Okay.
Was he naked too?
He was
So-
naked.
Right.
Having seen this,
So
I-
we're the
I-
only people that actually recognize him.
The three of us.
Yeah, the three of you. He did the way the room is set up. He didn't see into the bath. He didn't see you two.
At having
Did he seem
heard,
to recognize me?
at
Great.
having heard the interaction take place, hearing his voice, I'm assuming we recognize it.
What's
I
your
immediately
pass?
just shoot my entire drink and refill.
Open.
That was rather rude. Would you please turn down the music or get rid of it?
I'll put on. Can I put on the hat really quick?
Did you bring it?
I brought it to. Oh, yeah. I guess it's like in a pile with all the messenger bag and stuff.
Yeah.
And the bag of holding. That's true.
Oh God, I want to do something really funny, but I don't know. I don't want to cause a scene. Never mind, I won't do it.
Well, are you deaf?
You know, I am a little hard of hearing in just this ear. What was it you were asking again?
Get rid of the music.
How close is the edge of the bath to, like, the big pool to our room, like, to the door? Where is that?
You have a small little entryway and about 5 feet deep, roughly. And then from that, the entering of that entryway, you have about 10 feet diagonally to the pool, the corner of the pool.
How tall is he? How big is he?
He is about 6 foot to 5'11".
I'll drop minor illusion. My sincerest apologies.
Thank you. And he will then walk away into the bathing floor.
As he's walking to the pool, I'm just gonna go cast Gust. If for no other reason, I don't necessarily want to push him into the pool. If for no other reason than to make it smaller.
Roll an Arcana check.
That is.
Chilly in here all of a sudden. Oh, it's weird.
I swear it was bigger when I left. That's a 17.
You watch him as he leaves, and he does stumble, but he catches himself before he falls into the pool. But, yeah, he does. You imagine he got smaller.
Cool. And then after he closes the door, I'm just gonna try to make like some mental notes of his behavior the way he was walking before I cast Gust, so I can I don't know, help you with figuring out movements.
Oh yeah, I already did all that. Ages ago. But we can talk shop.
Shop.
Talk shop.
What is the light source in this area?
They are
Ambient
chandeliers. Iron rod, so not too fancy.
So your friend's here.
This is bad.
Why is this back?
I know what he's doing.
What's he doing in the other room? There's some real pretty ladies in there. Is he booping? Because I don't think he'll be doing that for a little bit.
God.
Not one of your.
By the way, I will turn the minor illusion music back on.
What is he
Please,
doing in the other room?
please don't. Please.
Quieter though.
He, one of the other misery trades that human trafficking is definitely one of his forte, but he is, the sex trade can be a blessing and a curse for many. He is part of what makes it a curse. He
Sorry.
We have to be very, very careful right now. Very careful. One wrong step and all of this can blow up in our faces, both figuratively and literally.
So
But-
I'm assuming this plan will take place on the morrow.
So,
To answer your question, he likes them young.
Excellent.
No, it's awful.
I know. That's sarcasm. Sorry.
It's awful. It's
More buy-in for her, basically.
I have seen the after effects of what he can do, and it is not something that I'd like to see again.
Okay, so what's the stipulations on how we kill?
So, stipulations on how we kill him is we have to have in place already the means of outing him as a fraud, and we have to make sure we have the means of taking down and smearing his name before he is dead. There are things that I've been putting in place within my order that are set to go in motion once he is dead, and once news of his death has spread. And in order for those things to go in motion, we have to have certain things that we can find at the Gold and Crowns. I have lined up a ambassador from the Isles whose name I forget.
Yeah.
We have
Unemployment.
one of the ambassadors for the Isles is willing to corroborate any and all documents that we put forth, showcasing their accuracy as, in fact, Nakars, as well as we have town criers in place to explain the news and the things that we have found. I have a printer that is ready to make copies of the documents to showcase his betrayal of his beliefs and ethos, and I think there's something else as well. But regardless, before he dies, we need to get the contract.
Yeah. So we're not doing this tonight, though.
Correct.
My question is,
Tomorrow, when the bank opens.
him being found dead at the site of a instance of human trafficking with little ones, that's not going to smear his name and tarnish him at all?
Not. No. Unfortunately,
It's
not
going to cause
No.
anybody to investigate any of his dealings?
Unfortunately, not the way we need it to.
We could start the actual proper trail, but there's plenty that could be paid off to.
He's got an entire empire that could discover.
And it was House Carth.
House Karth.
Okay.
Karth. What I'm open to. So I've been doing research on his on the Veil First movement, and there are a couple of likely patsies that we can pin it on as well. But
Okay.
first, before we kill
First
him,
and foremost,
we need to get the documents.
yes. So we need to get to the bank.
Yes. And
Step one, bank.
Yep.
Talk me through step one more.
so Ryker will. Is there like a bar of soap or something? So he takes like a bar of soap and he starts drawing on the tile, and he draws the layout of the floor. The first, so it's and you hear he's like, so it's a 2-story building, and he starts drawing out the layout for the first floor and the second floor. And it's like, okay, so on the first floor is where they keep the documents and the gold, and the vault is down there, and where we will most likely get the privacy that we need. That's where he would go. And to talk and showcase the valuables and the assets and the contracts to the Jackal. So that is on the first floor, as well as the lobby. Second floor is offices and document processing. What's that?
That's where the contracts are kept.
Oh, I thought you said it was in the vault.
No. The gold and stuff is kept in the vault. Possibly high value or blacklisted contracts would be in the vault.
Ryker,
All other vaults, like Dana's contract, up in the second floor.
Okay.
Ryker, you misunderstand me. I'm kind of asking what I don't want to know the layout just yet. I want to know what our roles are. So you are going to be, yes, you're going to be Little Dick there.
Yes. Presumably.
What's Ephraim doing? What's Vulas doing? What am I doing? For some reason I can't remember Matt's character's name.
Yeah.
Gavyn. What's Gavyn doing? What are we doing?
So we need someone to pose as a jackal. We need, presumably, and he looks at Gavyn, he is like, we need Nykar's entourage.
I can do that.
Can you look big and menacing? and kind of thuggish.
What's going to be the one thing that stops this whole thing from crumbling down around us?
Somebody questioning us. But luckily, I have forgeries.
Okay, great. So what happens if Nankar shows up tomorrow?
Oh, shit.
That's my thinking. Let's grab the hat of disguise, kill the bastard now. Let his body turn up somewhere else later.
Did we just kill him in the bathhouse?
Don't have any, like, weapons or anything.
I got my bag with me over there. Just throw 3 animals in there and see what happens. Attack! It's a bear. And also your bear.
At the very least, there's more of us than there are of him. He has no weapons in there, most likely.
So possibly, okay, hold on. Let's think this.
I take my fingers off his
He will definitely have his goons somewhere around. Right. I hate doing this. I hate improvising this shit.
Worst case scenario,
I
we
do-
stuff him in a bag of
We have
Would that put him in stasis, or do people decay in bags of holding?
They slowly decay, yes. They also can suffocate.
Well, I don't care if he suffocates. I do care if he
Could
decays.
They could, yeah.
Wallace cast Gentle Repose yet?
Imagine he can. That's like first level cleric spell.
Yeah, I mean, he'd have to have prepared it today.
Yeah, no, he has prepared it. So
Yeah, he would have had to have prepared it.
I can't do it
No.
because I don't know it.
No, because why would it be a ritual? Because you need to be able to,
cast it right then.
you need to be able to cast it right then and there.
But even if it's a ritual, he still has to prepare it.
Can I get out of the bathtub and just listen against the wall?
Sure. Only a perception check.
11. Perception is plus
It's,
2.
it's a ritual, so in worst case scenario,
Well,
he's
not
he's
super.
been dead for 10 minutes.
You again hear the giggling of female voices, splashing.
Yes.
One of them sounds halfling. Recognize that.
I'm just listening up against the wall.
All right. Okay, here's the new plan. I will go check around, see if he has his goons. We'll go get our weapons from the lockers or like the locker room or whatever
Did you
it is.
bring your weapon?
Yeah, yeah.
Why would you?
Please. Like to the bathhouse, just not into the bath.
Ephraim's too scared to not take his weapons after the one guy showed up.
So, but I mean, they'd be in they'd be in like the locker room, but they wouldn't be like in the bath with us and stuff. Okay, so I can put it into the bag of holding, and I can bring it back to us. How do we not cause a scene? Rin, you have that no talkie-talkie spell, yes? That one where we can't hear each other?
Which language are you speaking?
That's infernal,
Yeah,
celestial.
Because you've been speaking in common this whole time. She's just been sitting there like,
So I'll turn to it and start talking in infernal.
Do you have that ever spoken about?
Yes. Put it all in the back.
I put all the stuff in the chest.
I put the gold in the chest, and then I start
Oh,
putting like
I
all the
thought
stuff.
I gave my rod. Did you my rod or no?
Did you specifically want it in the chest or
I
in the
just
safe?
assumed I assumed that you said that we were putting all the stuff in the
I said we were putting the
I'll
gold
just
in the
assume I
gold
still
in the
have it with
chest
me then.
and stuff.
Okay, so best way to attack. It's just a wall. That, like,
yeah, it's like it's not a half wall, but it's not the ceiling doesn't even meet it. So
I think the best method to attack them is the hat of disguise. I'll pretend. Toss the Everson. Climb over. Attack from there.
Is it
Could
connected?
we?
Have silence going as well, so that way their screams don't get.
So we don't want the man in black to be the culprit. That's we want what's his name? The guy you told me, the Patsy.
Nobody looks like
No, well, or because if people know that he's dead today, then us walking into the bank tomorrow is going to be kind of
Right.
confused. But so I was thinking, off of that, I go, we got to check to make sure where his goons are, first off. Second, go and grab our weapons. Bring it back. Silence. Up and over. Take him out. I put on the hat of disguise, and now I'm Nyker, and I walk out with the girl. I walk out with the girl as if nothing's happened.
You check on them first.
So when you look over, you see. Well, first roll me a stealth check.
Roll high.
18. Nope, 16.
When you look over, you see Nyker there with wine and a halfling, as well as a lizard folk in there.
Do I recognize either of the
The halfling is the one that the halfling you recognize.
Yeah.
One
of the ones that Nola told me about?
Yeah.
I forget her name.
Scarlet Hithertoes.
Yeah.
As you recognize that.
Mhm.
That one.
I don't remember where she works, but yeah.
The lizard folk, though, you do not.
Does she, is the lizard folk like a guard? Is it like an attendant?
Oh, no, it's
Is
a
it-
woman that is
Okay,
in on this.
Got it, okay. Got it. Okay. Right.
The lizard, it's kind of grayish green scales. You're not sure what the exact origin of the species of lizard.
But it is just those three. They're having a good time, and there's no, attendants or goons or anybody else in there. It's just those three.
Only another perception check. Not your passive, you roll me an actual perception.
That's a million. 28.
Let me just double check something.
Goes this one. A bunch of littles. So I was going to throw a black bear in there. If there was a bunch of littles.
There's one little in there.
I'm a little.
But you don't know the age of that.
That's fair.
But, well, I mean, you can't, it's hard to tell, just by looking at half.
So what was it again? Your perception?
28.
Right, you probably didn't know I was 50. I'm so young and hip.
You almost missed it as you look around for any guards, but right next to you is Mole.
Oh, the little kobold?
Mm-hmm. What did you do?
Oh, he's the little kobold who was helping us that whole time?
I mean, so I will, scamp down and, grab him,
No. Oh, you didn't toss him off down?
No, I'm just grabbing him. I'm like, what's he doing here?
I saw you enter the bathhouse. I was curious what you guys were doing.
Normally friends don't sneak up and eavesdrop on friends.
I actually couldn't hear what you were saying.
Normally
wasn't
friends
eavesdropping.
don't stare at other friends in bathhouses.
Oh, technically I was standing in the ceiling. I was just laying up here.
You were just randomly in the bathhouse.
It smells nice.
Yeah.
Just like the Blooming Rose.
That is a 17 insight.
You feel he is hiding something. But
Maul,
what it is, you're not sure.
Maul, I'd like to think that we are friends and we've been good to each other this whole time. Why would you be lying to me?
Why do you think I'm up to something?
It's my job to know these things.
And you're certainly trying. Oh, yes, yeah, you're doing a decent job at it. Make me a persuasion check.
Oh, yeah. 20 20. 20.
He doesn't say anything, but he looks to you, and then he looks back, and his eyes dart to Rin.
Oh. Well, do you have a crush?
No.
What? Something about us? Something about Rin? Something what? What?
Someone's got to look out for her when you guys aren't around.
Yes, we've been trying. Thank you for your help in that. What are you not telling us?
You tell me your plan, I'll tell you.
Well, we don't have time for this right now. I'm very sorry. I will discuss it with you possibly after, but we have something very pressing going on, and I will, turn back to the rest of the group and be like, so, and I'll turn back to the rest of the group with, Maul in his paw and be like, so he's in there with Scarlet Tenderfoot, a halfling, and what? Hitherfoot. Hithertoe, sorry.
Semantics.
He's in there with Scarlet, a halfling I am aware of, but haven't.
Who is only about 20 and a half.
Yes,
Nearly down.
She's a baby.
she's a baby. As well as a lizardfolk I have not seen before, but it does appear like they are alone for now.
Have you climbed down?
Yeah, I climbed down to talk to Maul.
Okay, because it sounded like when you grabbed him, you were staying up there.
No.
That's why I was doing whispers.
No, I climbed back down.
Okay.
This one, Maul, friends don't hide things from each other, and I let him go and be like,
You certainly seem to do it for quite a bit of time.
it's my job.
Doesn't explain why then you're being a hypocrite.
So he will.
What is up with him? He got locked in the door.
No.
So Ryker would be like, all right, it's just the three of them. Gonna go grab our stuff.
I don't need.
Do you not need a component pouch or anything like that or something?
It depends on the smell.
Okay. Well,
What do we have in the room? So we've got fleece and stuff. We got our
You got
towel.
some fleece.
You said that there was a smell of lavender and sage.
I'll bring your
Incense.
stuff. I'll bring your stuff. So I would like to, not stealthing. I'm just a patron at the bathhouse. Be like, before I go, do we need anything else?
Wine.
We all clear on the plan.
Wine.
Yes, more alcohol.
No.
Fuck it, man. We need to be sharp.
I'm just telling
Wine
you.
after.
I'm screaming out wine like
Yeah.
you're leaving him. Wine.
So yeah, I mean, I'm just a patron that's walking from the private room back to the the locker room,
rooms.
basically.
Yeah.
And actually, I can't go get your stuff because that's in the ladies' room. Just kidding. So I don't even know where you put your stuff.
Cool.
Like what locker.
What makeshift components are in this room?
You got fleece. You got incense and perfumes.
Okay.
You have slightly variety of plant life from the hanging gardens.
I mean, if you tell
Any
me,
pillows? Like on chairs?
You got some cushions.
I mean, if you tell me what you need, I might be able to grab it on my way or something.
The tray of food had what on it?
Grapes, some cut meats, so mutton, some beef, pork, some chicken,
Any veggies? Maybe of the pepper
Grapes.
variety?
apples, pepper.
I don't know. Like Just like the sweet peppers that you sometimes snack on with a little bit of ranch. Maybe with some cheese.
No, but there was some cheese with it. Yes.
Okay. Pillows made out of cotton, feather,
Cotton,
down
feathers.
Down.
perfect. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay. Then I would like to,
That was the only one stuff like
as I'm walking, I'd like to scout for any of the goons or see if there's anybody that I A recognize or B looks.
Roll me a stealth and
goonish.
an investigation.
I'm not trying to stealth. I'm just
roll me an investigation.
yeah. I'm just I have every right to be there. No reason to stealth. Investigation. 15.
In the men's changing room, you didn't notice them offhand at first because they seemed to fit in. They might have been patrons. They might have just walked in. You didn't know. But it appears that some of his goons are in the changing room waiting on my car.
Sure.
As well as when you not peer, but when you check the other rooms, you believe one of his sons might be in another room.
Like one of the other private. Okay. Does it look like he's having a good time too?
No, actually.
Okay.
He just seems to be bathing.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay,
So
he's doing his thing. We're still in the bathroom,
Yes.
in the bath area.
This is taking some time on your investigation, so.
Okay. This wall, how hard is it to climb? Clearly, a little kobold can do it, and I know
Kobold
that
has wings.
he's got wings. Okay.
And
How strong is Maul? Not strong enough to lift a 40-pound halfling?
dude, the guy weighs like 12 pounds or
Gavyn
something.
is, though.
he's half your size. Literally almost half. Just a little above half your size. He is 2 feet tall. He is
Gavyn
tiny.
is, though. Alright, so these chandeliers you're talking about, these chandeliers, are they like swingy chandeliers?
Yeah, they're hanging. They're
Without
hanging.
drawing
They have
notice.
candles on them.
And on the walls themselves, as far as decor is
Oh, that's
concerned,
silence,
sorry,
but
I
people
mean,
can still
paved
watch,
out
like,
this whole room.
6 people go from
No, that's
Shelves
fine.
for plants or anything like that?
You have shelves that have an assortment of perfumes and soaps that you can use for your personal use here in the bathhouse, as well as shelves that contain the towels and a couple of flotational trays for your food and your wine to be in the bath with you, but not submerged, obviously. But aside from those shelves, you have a couple of wooden side tables around the chairs that also have candles on them.
Mhm.
But bigger, beefier candles. Not the skinny ones on the chandeliers.
Alright, so Gavyn, can you help me get on one of the higher shelves?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Can I at least glance over the top?
Oh yeah, easily. Like with Gavin's extended reach and then your extra height, you're able to see over the top.
What spells can you cast that don't have verbal components?
That is a good question. Catapult? Not doing that one.
What are you guys doing exactly? This is Maul. Who hasn't actually listened in on your conversation.
What do you want to know?
I was keeping an eye on her, like Rin. But it doesn't look good what you guys are about to do.
Okay, I'm gonna rub my eyes. Yes.
What?
They'll make it easier on us. It's fine. This is fine, guys.
Okay,
We had a plan. We had a plan. We had a perfectly good
I think
plan.
one of my things is that if there's a plan, I ignore it.
Yeah, that is one of her flaws, I think.
But I mean, it'll make it easier going forward. If they're asleep, find illusions and giggles. It's fine.
So
No, none-
roll
none's
your
the wiser.
d8s.
It's 6.
whispers I actually hadn't written up.
It's fine.
We
You're
cover
not,
it.
you're not, nobody's dying. Nobody's dying. It's fine.
We have no idea what the HP situation is. There's 3 of them.
There's
Let's
3 of
find
them.
out.
One of them is a child, for sure. Okay. So it's 5 d8s. So we're looking at 32.
Okay. 32. Give me 1 second.
You positioning it to just get an acre? Or trying to get all of them?
Oh,
It's a 20-foot cube.
5-foot cube in the pool.
They're like,
And actually, I'm going to use a second level slot on that bitch.
Okay, so that means more additional d8s you are rolling. So go ahead.
So we're going to add on an additional 14. So 32, 14,
46.
46.
Okay. Just creating Nightcar right now real quick because I actually hadn't made him
Oh, okay.
yet for this encounter. But thankfully I got this nice app that does allow it to be easy. 36 you said?
46.
46. You watch as the halfling in mid-cry just falls asleep.
In the pool.
Half in the pool, half on the side.
Not me.
That's
Okay,
it.
that's it? Okay, cool. So we have more information now.
And it doesn't seem to stop him.
Doesn't seem to stop him. See? Doesn't seem to stop him. I did waste a second level spell slot. Everything's fine. That's the wrong little box. It's fine. And I'll just motion for Gavyn to put me down.
Okay. Gavyn does that. By this point, you have come back into the room as Gavyn is lowering Seren down.
Just the 3 of them.
That's what I said, yes.
Yeah, no, just checking.
That happened 5 seconds ago. What do you
It
need to
wasn't
check
5
for?
seconds. I didn't even go for like 10 minutes.
That happened 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, no, just, making sure nothing's changed.
So I give it to the guys. Obviously, I don't have it for Seren or Rin.
Right.
Um,
And Ren is also feeling fine with what's here.
I tell Paul, like, just pulling some weeds, that's all.
You're pulling what?
Some weeds, that's all.
all right.
Doesn't
Guard.
look like it. Do I?
Maul, stay out of the way and stay quiet.
What's going
He can probably help us.
It's fine. We don't have time to explain everything again. We can tell you
cool.
after.
Can you try to persuade him or intimidate him to listen? Just fucking listen and just help us out, and we'll explain later.
You can try.
We'll do that as an intimidation. 16. 20.
Natural 20 with a 4 insights for 24. He says, no, I may be may not like to follow rules. It doesn't mean I'm not gonna break any of the laws. What's going on here?
Oh, I'm sorry. 2 things. 1, that, never mind. Never mind, just 1 thing. It was just that, my wild
The wild
magic.
magic, yeah.
Never mind.
Maul, we don't have time. I'm sorry, we just don't have time. This has to happen now. We don't have time to explain everything. I'm so sorry. We can explain it later. You're just going to have to deal with it. Said as much 3 times now. You're either with us or you can stand aside.
Good, stand aside then.
Okay, that's fine. Stay quiet, please.
Yeah, I'm going as he just flies back up to the rafters.
Okay.
Probably for the best.
Probably for the
Probably.
best. All right. So here's, so you have all of your things. We don't have. I'm assuming we're not putting armor on because it takes like 10 minutes to.
So yeah, you're going in this no armor? None of you have armor?
Yeah, I mean, what? We just
I'm just-
we just stab him a few times,
That's fine.
right?
No
Yeah.
armor.
Should-
We're gonna have to do this in Theater of the Mind. Since obviously, I didn't prepare for you to kill him in
Yeah,
the
no, you're
bathroom.
good. Yeah, what's up, animal handler?
Hi there. Hi
Can I
there,
grab one of them
guys.
from him? Probably the smaller one.
Um,
The smaller donkey garage.
Okay.
So, Gavin, can you be our bastion and base, please? I know I can climb that, but not everybody might be able to, and we obviously can't be seen walking into the door. Rin, I'll speak in Infernal and be like, Rin, can you do that thing you do, right?
Silence, right?
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Is everybody clear on what the plan is?
You're just going in murder, right?
Yes. Quietly.
I am kind of small, so the only way I was able to do the look over was to have Gavin lift me up.
That's fine. Hopefully we won't need any... We need this to be as silent and discreet. Discreet. He, looks... tries to do, one eye each at Rin and Seren. Discreet as possible. They cannot know that anything has happened. That should go without saying.
I'll go out into the hall and wait till no one's around.
Why can't we just go up and up? We can't go through the door.
I could make myself more his type. And you could drop me off.
What?
And that's our way to get into the room from the outside. I could disguise myself, make myself look like a child. Ephraim can be delivering.
I mean, he'd like you just the way you are, I think, unless you look like an old...
I mean, I have silver hair.
Oh, well, okay.
It's
Sure.
all white hair, but
But don't forget, you did age backwards.
And I did age 2 years, but that doesn't
I thought
really.
you aged backwards.
Okay.
You got.
But, I mean, you'd still
Wait
see,
for it to-
they'd still see, your weapon and stuff. Maybe we just go
Silence.
up and up.
Whatever.
But
We'll
again,
just-
again,
we'll go-
discreet, you know.
I'm
We'll go up and over. The point is that I didn't want so,
getting out the front door.
yes.
Did you mean?
At the
So-
front of
So
the
if
room.
we all hop over the wall,
Who's there to
who's
stop?
stopping them from getting out?
Ooh, actually, wait, guys. I'm gonna go get my stuff. I have a little rod with me. It's fine, guys. Everything's fine. Feel free to start without me. I'm just gonna run and grab my stuff. Run, grab my stuff. I'll be super speedy about it. Just come back with my bag of Fluffy and my.
Make me just a quick acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. +3,
Because we use
18.
the bottle.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. You don't slip on the way
Cool.
from the wetness.
He's bringing me paper. So get off the table. Sorry, where's the go?
So, yeah, you're going up and over to get in? Is that confirmed? How are you getting in, then, Seren? Are you...
I figured Gavin would just, shot put everybody that's not Ryker.
Okay, so then, yeah, let's take a quick break so I can get out some equipment.
Oh, man, we're going to kill him more.
You're not the one who gets to have fun, Scott.
Everybody gets to have fun. We all get to kill him.
Yeah, I know. But if we could have made him fall asleep, that'd be so much easier.
Chaos incarnate.
That I am a wild magic sorcerer.
I get it. And it's that's the fun of it is like it's all like he's like, okay, plan everything down to a T. It's gonna go perfectly, and then before we even start, Seren's like, you know what?
I like this plan.
Fuck it all.
Yeah, basically.
Before we go up and over,
I mean, because if it had gone poorly, like it would have ruined everything.
Never mind.
I would have done it. It's just a sleep spell, and I was pretty well hidden above the
Also, I
wall.
do that over the bathroom, so I will do that real quick.
Like, I'm barely tall enough to see over the top of it. It's just like a really quick.
Well, but if it like alerts him, if people start freaking out, like, oh my god, this person, thank God, like somebody seems to start like drowning.
I do think it would be worth it though for Ephraim and I to go through the front door
Okay.
because then I can, now that I have my immovable rod, we walk through the front door. I can set the immovable rod up against the door,
Right.
and now nobody's getting out of that room until we want that room to be open.
So we can do that just by having somebody stand there
Having one person stand there.
on the inside of the room.
Which side did the doors open?
That's a great question to ask the DM. Whether they open inward or outward.
So
But like that.
we have so having somebody just stand there. One, people like having people what
Cats.
having witnesses to just people seeing your face walking into Nykar's
No, we didn't see my
bathhouse.
face. It's the
Talking to him.
face. Hat of disguise.
That's what I'm wearing.
Why are you wearing a hat of disguise?
So I can be Nykar.
Yeah, but once
can-
we're all in the
once
room
we're
after
done,
it's done,
we
you
can
keep
switch.
you guys,
Like switch you and me.
yeah, you guys just share it.
Because it's not attunement, is it?
No,
Let me double check so I don't
it's
lie.
not.
You sure?
I really hope it's not.
Yeah, because if it is, then then this is a dumb plan.
We can't have any witnesses, and we can't have anybody thinking that there's literally anything going on, or else the whole plan is pointless.
Tits. Yeah, this is a dumb plan.
It's attunement.
It's an attunement.
Bummer.
Which means you're attuned to it, probably, right? While we're in this hat, I disguise myself. I will. Minimally, I could disguise myself and come to the front door, but
Yeah.
then you're screwed up.
Alright.
Unless.
But there's no reason to go like just having somebody between like their escape and the door, just like having somebody like sit there.
But I mean, with an immovable rod, nobody needs to sit there. You just put the rod there.
Sure. I mean that's fine, but you can do that by going up and over at the same. Like there's no
It did just get feather.
there's no reason why we have to do it through the.
But there's no reason why we don't do that.
There is because then people witness you going into the room.
As a child. I don't look like me.
Sure. It's I mean, sure, it may not make a difference, but there's no reason to.
It just changes the positioning a little bit.
It's fine. Hopefully it doesn't matter. But there's like making it so that there's nobody that's going in and out is preferable.
My concern is that there's more than one way in.
I mean, I looked in the bathhouse. There's only one door. At least that's what he said.
We've only been here a handful of times, probably.
Yeah.
He frequents here.
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, clearly nobody's bothering him, and they know he's doing it there.
Yeah.
And I doubt that just walking through a bathhouse with two small children is going to be something that
I mean, they're not like
he would do
children.
out in the open. A 20-year-old halfling is definitely still young. So, like,
Maybe. I mean, I rolled a 28 perception, and he didn't say there were multiple doors.
I mean, if they're behind a shelf or if they're built into a bookcase or something like that, going full like Scooby-Doo on this shit. But like, if he has enough influence, there could be multiple entrances and exits.
Sure. I don't know how that changes things about going through the front door or not.
Eliminating one.
Can't you eliminate it by going up and over and putting yourself in?
Right, but like, if I don't do well on an acrobatics check, I'm going to hurt myself.
That's why Gavin's like.
Gavin's throwing me over. which means I have to make a good acrobatics check in order to not take it.
Okay.
And
If you want to go through the front door, then we can go through the
I
front
just
door.
have concerns.
Okay. Well, you can.
About not mostly about like if I get thrown over, hypothetically, Gavyn's faster at throwing me than you are at climbing. I mean, I'm 40 pounds, so I'm not as light on my feet as you are.
if you want to go through the front door, then go through the front door.
I'm just concerned. I don't know if I do it well.
Okay, go through the front door. So she did bring up a good point when I was perceiving the little bathhouse, and I rolled a 28 on my perception. You didn't mention any, but I'll ask specifically.
Yeah.
Just the one door.
Just the one.
Just the one door. Okay.
Momo!
Let me
Cat coming over your
rephrase.
shoulder.
I don't know.
This is why it's
Just
Momo.
the one entrance and exit, right? It's not like
Yeah, just the one exiting entrance.
You're not allergic, right?
He has a cat.
He has a cat.
I mean, I have a cat too.
Shoot. Hold on. No.
Mwah.
He's gonna try to mess up your
Luna? Luna was the cat's name, right?
Yep.
I knew it was something with the dark or the moon.
You got a
or-
plan?
Yeah. How's that sound
You
to
got some plans over there?
No, that's
How's the plan
that's-
sound to you?
I mean, I could always feather fall myself. I just don't want to.
It's okay. Like if you go in as you grab some.
It is also a waste of a spell slot.
Since we are going to do this, can you get my dice tower?
Listen, buddy. I know.
No, I guess I'll just have Gavyn throw me because
Sure.
I'll have to take. I'll just take the damage. And you do raise. That is a good point. But I will take just a moment
I know.
before we get started. I will take just a moment to just sing your praises for a few minutes, and I will give both of you some inspiration. So you guys will get 1d6.
What are you singing as their praises?
What?
What are you singing as their praises?
Dubstep with my mind revolution.
What
You
are their
guys are
praises?
so cool. Woo! I don't know.
Also,
I do. Hey.
I will activate one of my
Go ahead.
and just to remind you, how are you going to make this look like an accident?
So the plan that we have laid out is that we go in and we slit his throat, kill him. We kill him. I put on the hat and become Nikar, and then walk out.
How full is that bag of holding about?
We have two of them.
Okay, two of them.
Yeah, the one.
What,
you
are we
found.
dismembering him? Or is he fitting into one?
So I'll take the bag of holding and I'll put it inside out. Nothing in there.
Okay, go on.
It's empty.
So
Dot
when
and I's,
you-
cross your T's.
I will say this: when you pull your hand to try and put it inside out, you can't.
But I don't know what that signifies.
You can't put it inside out.
I thought that's how you tell. I thought that's how you tell if there's anything in there.
Cool.
So how do you know if there's something in there before you get it?
You usually, when you buy it, you know there's nothing in there. When you find it, you don't have a clue.
So how do you get out something from a bag of holding that isn't something you
I'm
put
going to
into the
think
bag
about a
of holding?
potion of healing and stick my hand in.
What?
I'm thinking about a potion of healing and I'll stick my hand in.
You feel nothing. Basically, you gotta try and randomly guess.
Like I read.
I mean,
I checked that, and I was trying to determine if there was a way to determine.
Okay.
Momo.
Well, at minimum, this one's empty.
Yeah, that one's empty.
I can double reread real quick.
Okay.
Because we can still say we're on break, because we haven't rolled initiative or anything.
This is an expensive ball. Get down. Your little heart's beating real fast. Go get Pippin.
Rhythms comes to
Get
scatter.
him.
Each coin is turned inside out. Its contents spill forth. Oh.
Yep.
Okay. So when you turn it inside out, a ring pops out. A ring with 3 dark rubies.
Arcana check?
Yeah, you can do that.
No, that's not very good.
That is a
That's better. Whispers, D&D Beyond. I was a jerk. This used to be attached to a stick. This used to be attached to a stick. I tied it to its collar,
Oh,
and Lola just chased it around.
that's awful.
Worst.
What's this?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
I'm
What's
gonna
this?
have to do a little bit more research.
All right.
I'll let you know.
Okay. Right
I
on.
can, if you think it's magical, I can identify it. Volus says.
Oh, you can.
Uh,
Oh yeah, Wallace.
Yeah, Wallace is here. Later.
It
Not
seems
important.
to be alchemical in nature at the moment.
Not important.
it's all right. So but that's the only
Yay.
thing. That's the only thing that's in it.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's in it.
Okay. So we have 2 empty bags of holding.
Okay.
So you can tell us more about it or no?
Later.
Later. Okay, yep.
Let's roll initiative.
What? Oh, what? Okay. We don't even surprise. Okay.
No, this is just to get us started. You'll still have your
cool.
surprise round, but I'm just getting us started.
21.
Nice.
So, hang on. Let me get them all set. Negative.
Come on, one of these days you can roll like shit tonight. Please. Okay, that's better. Nope, go on. Ah, there you go. I wasted my natural one. That's fine.
Okay. So 25 through 20.
21.
24.
Does anyone want to control Gavyn and Vulas?
I don't have any of those.
I've got
stats.
Gavin's stats already.
I don't have
Right here.
Velas's
Velas's
stats.
I'll message
I mean-
him to see if he can send it to us, but I think I at least know his dex, which is a +2.
Yeah,
No,
and then
he's got
Pippin.
Pippin.
+5 to his wisdom, doesn't he?
Got a pretty high wisdom, yeah.
That's the only thing I know.
buddy.
But God, I mean, the guy is naked, has no weapons. Like, I can't believe how. Like, if this is gonna be
Is he
super-
magical in nature?
Vulas is magically his cleric.
No.
Nikar.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Does he cast?
I mean, in all the times that I've been looking at him, I haven't seen him cast anything.
But doesn't get to where he was.
So
It's certainly possible, but the great thing is that this silence is going to screw him up as much as it's going to screw you up.
So 20 through 15.
19.
Yeah, you're going to do, like, I don't even know what. You have, like, a dart or something?
If you cast a
15.
concentration spell before you go, you can still make it.
That's also true.
15 through 10.
You got my 19, right?
Yes.
You have, like, a dart or a
10 to
crossbow? Or
5.
The
something?
only thing I could actually do is I can cast Dragon's Breath on myself. Like, that's literally all I could do.
What was
You can
Gavin's
grapple
dex?
I could grapple him.
Gavyn.
You know what?
Gavin has a 15, so he's +2.
Okay. Oh. He is going. He would be happy to know he is going high. On the ladder.
I feel like we're all going pretty high.
Okay.
And we've got a surprise. We're like, how are we not going to, like, just...
We'll find out.
Okay.
My concern is also that he has spies. But that's just
Yeah, well, that's why I wanted to,
but
plan for that, but that's okay. We'll do it now.
that's
We'll do it live.
that's the thing, though. Like, if he would have had spies, he would have known that I was doing it. But that's another way that we would have known if he was listening in on us, because he knew that I was doing that.
It's fine. It's
So,
fine. Okay.
You know he always has a light entourage whenever he's entertaining himself.
Yeah, that I
So-
saw over in the
Yeah.
locker room.
They're a comp store at the moment.
Yeah.
Yep.
How many?
So-
How many were there? 2. Okay. So, but one last thing. His entourage. So after we kill him, I will be Nikar. I don't know what's going to happen after we take him out and after I become Nikar. We shall see. If I do not see you afterwards, Ooh, excuse me. Meet. Yes, we have the rock.
Test 1, 2, 3.
It's in the
As-
bag of holding. I don't
Meet
know.
at the bank at noon.
Meet at the bank at noon,
Thank you.
and we can discuss things.
See you on the other side.
So there's two goons in the locker room. His son, I believe, I can't remember which one, but I believe his son is in bathhouse number 2 by himself.
Who's the stupid one?
Eric.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, let's.
Do we have any questions before we do this?
This
Nope, let's do
silent spell is going to go as high as the ceiling.
The silence, I believe.
Does
is-
she need to be able to see, like, the point, or is it
I
just?
think she needs to see the point, and I believe it was a 20-foot radius.
Does
on
it
silence.
go
Does it go
through
how-
walls?
It does go through walls.
Oh, so
Does it
she
go-
just casts it at her feet.
Does it cast? How high does it go?
It's a radius, 20-foot
I'm
radius.
just. Okay.
So it's like a sphere of silence. I believe it's a sphere.
Yeah.
Let me double check.
You just cast it at the wall.
Can't wait for
Dude, that's gonna be so badass.
There it is. You can cast it up to 120 feet away. It is verbal and semantic.
Yep.
Or it is a duration of up to 10 minutes.
Oh, 10 minutes.
What plenty then?
No sound can be created within or passed through a 20-foot radius sphere created on a point you choose within range. Any creature or object entirely inside the sphere is immune to thunder damage, and current creatures are deafened while entirely inside. Casting a spell that requires verbal components is impossible there.
So, I guess we would just, I mean, Rin probably knows her craft, but I would say try and angle it such that as much as possible of the radius is only like number 4 and number 5 of the bathhouse. I mean, I'm sure
It's
that
basically, it is going to cover his pool.
if we put it at the ceiling, like in between 4 and 5, would that cover both?
No,
No.
it's going to cover the pool he is in.
Okay.
Like, it is going to cover the majority of his room.
But it's only going to cover the pool.
So if you stand on the ceiling,
So
or
if he
something-
gets on the concrete around the pool, you'll be good. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, he'll be good?
You'll be good. Anyone who's on the outside of the pool.
Oh, these pools are huge. I thought they were like just like a little.
Imagine like a kiddie pool.
I thought they were like jacuzzis
No,
or something.
they're
I mean,
big pools.
There are 6 of us in one of these right
Yeah, I thought it was like a jacuzzi.
No.
now. It's for baths. We try to get clean. We smell like lavenders.
Yeah. That's
I
fine.
need to look up one particular spell real quick before I go.
Okay.
Or actually, just a couple for Rin because I forgot. I forgot to give her a certain spell that is kind of important for her character. I'm here. Do you remember if Shocking Drops is verbal at all?
I would guess it is because there
I-
are very, very few spells that aren't.
Yeah.
So probability is on the side of it being verbal.
Absorb elements.
Is it really? I didn't know that. So
Verbal somatic, instantaneous, and it's touch.
I know
um,
it's touch.
Verbal somatic, yeah.
so I think first thing, try and keep him in the pool, keep him in the silence.
Good boy.
Gonna keep him
And
in the
you,
silence.
I'm going to keep him in the pool.
just because it's obvious, I'll add like 2 extra of the damage die for any lightning based if he's in the water.
Oh, cool.
So, like lightning javelin would add extra damage if it hits him in the water.
Got it.
Just as an
That's.
example.
Damn it. Okay. That changes.
Oh yeah, and the girls are in the water too. So.
Yeah, and also you can't fail. Like you can't succeed the dex save if you're in the water.
Yeah.
Because you're just going to get shocked.
So we need to grapple him, we need to keep him in the water, and we need to kill him in such a way that it looks like
So Gavyn needs to grab
Patsy
Rin
is
at this
Patsy.
point is asking a question for
Yeah.
those of you that looked in and saw. Do we care about collateral?
yes.
and you get the girls out of the water and leave the rest to me.
Try. Rather,
Momo.
If you do that, then I got the rest.
what are you thinking?
We're assassinating the man, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I got the rest. This is what I used to do.
Putting that on a shelf for later.
Alright, let's go.
Right, let's go. Silence, if you please.
Okay.
Are we ready? Before she does, can I get right on the edge, at the
Gavyn
top?
tosses her, and she will try and grab onto the beams that are up on the ceiling in the rafters.
Grab her.
I'm going to climb.
Can I grab her when she gets up here?
Oh yeah, that'll give her advantage then.
And since I'm up there to give her a hand. And luckily, we can try this as many times as Rin needs. Yeah. Fine.
So she.
Used to be good at this.
She missed. You both missed as she comes down, and Gavyn barely catches her in time. But the second time, and you're both holding on to each other, and she just lifts up to the rafters with you.
All right. We good?
Yes.
Yep.
This is not great.
And she snaps, and suddenly Nykar is quiet with the girls.
I'm over. I'm gone.
Same.
Okay.
I'm up
I'm
and over.
assuming I'm getting tossed.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're all just going
Okay,
now.
cool.
So, roll your surprise rounds. You are coming over the wall
Okay.
as Nykar has been silenced.
Who goes first?
First is Ryker.
Okay. So I will trust that Rin knows what she's doing. She said she could kill him. Did she say how?
No.
Anyway, I will try and grab the one of the girls and get her out of the pool.
Okay.
If she is in the pool. Are both of them in the pool?
Both are in the pool.
So I'm going to go grab one and get her out.
Okay. She is looking like you go in silent as you hit the water. No sound, but you know you're splashing. As you run up, they haven't noticed you yet, though they are looking a little off at having no sound, like they haven't figured it out yet.
Mhm.
As roll me a strength check or athletics to grapple.
$16.
Rolled a natural 20 as the woman is pushing you away and is seeming to scream, but nothing is coming out in perfect silence. Gavyn is, in the meantime, going to try and climb the wall. What is Gavin's athletics?
So he's got a 20. I don't know. I'm assuming he's got to be proficient. So 20, 5 plus. So whatever you rolled plus 8.
Okay. So Gavyn is coming over, and he's over the wall now as he lands.
Mhm.
Seren, you're now on the other side. What are you doing?
You wanted to do the rod, didn't you?
Yeah, so I'm going to trust her. I will run to the door. Does there are an inward or outward?
Inward. Perfect.
Perfect. So I will put the immovable rod across the door. Click it as my action.
Okay. So that'll keep the door from opening.
Bonus action, just in case she doesn't have it, I will cast Dragon's Breath on this. So I'll take a pepper on it.
Which dragon breath? Or is it not? Is it only fire?
I
can
can
choose.
choose acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison.
Which one are you choosing?
I want to grapple him in the water. I was thinking cold, but then you said the thing about the lightning.
Cold's a good idea. It's a good idea.
Whatever you choose.
I'm going to stick with the cold. That's
Okay.
a good call.
Ephraim, you're now up.
Am I over or
You're over.
Okay. So I'm going to try to take one of those.
Okay, roll me athletics.
Get the bigger one. She's not as feisty as the. Hey,
Pippin,
Stop
stop
it,
it, buddy.
18.
Yeah, you manage to cover the lizard woman's mouth, keep her from yelling as you pull her out of the pool. As Rin is there, not moving, waiting for the last one to get out of the pool.
how's she gonna kill him? She's already concentrated. Spell.
Hi.
Interesting.
I'm gonna interrupt your regularly scheduled program for just a real quick wild magic surge.
Oh, what happened?
I rolled a natural. I just rolled a 1.
Oh, right.
I can roll on the 100 if you'd like me to.
No.
Okay.
I'm happy to roll it because it's kind of fun. Okay.
Perfect timing.
It is.
Thanks for that dice, B.
No problem.
Okay.
This is fine. Everything's fine, guys. This is fine.
Here's my percentile. I need to make 8, 10. There we go.
Please be something quiet.
I mean, if she's in the silence.
I'm by the door.
Okay. You take 4 necrotic damage. You take 4 necrotic damage. Gavyn takes 4 necrotic damage. Rin takes 4 necrotic damage. Ryker takes 4 necrotic damage. The girls each take 4 necrotic damage. And Vulas takes 4 necrotic damage, and you gain that many hit points.
Forever?
Just temporary.
So how many is that? 4 times how many?
So there's 3 of them and 6 of us.
So
Did Maul take 4 necrotic damage?
he's left. He's left the building.
Perfect.
Okay, so 4 times how many?
So there's 3 of them and 5 of us.
8.
So 8 times
I have
4,
32.
32 temporary
8
hit
times.
points.
4. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, we'll
How
just say
long's that last
temporary. Until long or short rest. Or you use them up.
Excellent.
As you just feel yourself die a little inside, as the cold touch of death grabs your
Ooh,
soul.
I'd probably be familiar with that feeling.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Anyways,
no sound. You just go.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's weird being perfectly silent.
Okay.
As Vulas is now coming in and going to try and help you get this halfling out.
Thank you. Halfling.
Vulas is not going to do shit as he slips and falls into the pool. Now we're back at the top. Now we're at the top of the counter. Ryker, you're up again.
Ryker. He's gonna stab. He's gonna stab. He's gonna stab Ryker. That's what he's gonna do.
Okay.
Twice. He's gonna stab him. And the lowest to hit is an 18. I mean, he's naked.
Yeah, he's
I have
naked.
no idea what his. I can't imagine his AC is that high.
It's
Naked
not.
AC.
So yeah, you hit him.
It's in rippling pectorals.
The rippling fat.
It's an AC all its own.
Yep.
I mean, it is for walruses. They have 4 inches of blubber.
11, 12,
Really, Dad?
13.
Really?
So, 17 points of damage on the first.
Hit it.
Okay.
And then he will roll 6 damage on the second.
Okay.
And he, very specifically, Ryker is not in the water.
No, you're not in the water.
Correct.
Okay.
Hit it.
6, 7, 8. Okay. So you're not in the water. Gavyn is up.
Grab the other one. Grab the other one.
Roll it.
What am I rolling?
athletics for Gavyn to get the other one out.
I'm rolling athletics for him? Okay.
Yeah, you got Gavyn's sheet. I got Vulas's.
Okay. 13?
Yeah, you.
Pippin?
Hi, Pippin. Gavyn pulls her out of the water, kicking and screaming. Hi, Pippin.
Well, trying to scream.
Yeah, trying to scream.
Perfectly quiet.
As Seren, you're now up.
Okay, so
Only Nykar and Vulas are in the water. Vulas.
It's okay. He can take it. He'd want it this way.
Huh, okay.
Yeah.
I have Vulas's stats, so
He's
I
fine.
didn't expect
He's
that.
fine.
Alright, I'll go up to the water's edge and like Elsa, just let it go on the water specifically.
On the water specifically.
On the water, and they're trying to aim so that I can get as much water coverage as possible with my 15-foot cone, and
Still getting nice.
Still
Lock
get
him.
night
Lock him
cover.
in.
So I want to try to freeze it over as much as I can.
Okay.
So he can't move.
You can do that. You can angle it where you get most of the water and Nykar only.
Okay. So each creature must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, he is going to fail while in the water because this is ice and it doesn't do well with water either. But I won't add extra damage, and it will take away the lightning damage now that he's frozen.
That's fine.
So
That's okay.
As long as he can't move.
$14 points of cold damage.
nice.
14 points of cold damage. Is the water in the process of freezing over?
It is frozen.
Pool is frozen.
Pool is frozen where you've blasted it. So you just see like a ray of frozen water with Nykar in the center of it.
That's some shrinkage for you.
Yeah.
That's really all I'm about
Ephraim,
for
you're
the
now up.
men's.
Both the girls are out. Vulas is in. Nykar is in.
How's Vulas?
Vulas is in the water. Nykar is now in the ice.
I'm going to try to knock out the that way.
Roll me an attack.
Non-lethal.
Non-lethal. Get it?
Oh boy. I'm sure her AC isn't that high either.
That's a 14.
It's a hit.
And then you want me to roll a d6?
Whatever your damage is for your weapon.
Okay.
4.
Okay. She's not knocked out, but she has a big welt in the back of her head.
And
Don't forget, you have inspiration from your beautiful
I already
garden.
used it.
You already used it.
I'm assuming a 6 misses.
A 6 will actually miss.
And then because, I have. Wait, that's a.
That's going to hit.
8.
As you hit her again and she is dead weight in your arms now. Okay. Rin jumps from the rafters, just points her finger, and a bolt of lightning shoots out and hits Nykar. Oh yeah, he fails his dex save. And 15, 20, 26. He's still alive somehow. Hi. Guess you need you to go down. Not
Hey.
on that. Vulas is up as he gets up. And what are some good cleric spells that do not require verbal?
Just tell him to whack him.
I'll tell him to whack him, but I'm just going to double check real quick.
Are there any non-verbal cleric spells? Hey.
Oh.
I don't think so.
I think
Gavyn.
I feel,
German, stop it. Momo, oh my god, animals.
Well, Momo was getting up here because of Pippin.
I feel like there's only like a
think
handful of
Pippin was getting up there.
spells.
There.
Rudeness.
We'll just double check inflict wounds, and if that doesn't work, then yeah, he'll just come up and start punching.
Yeah, I mean, remember, like, it's got to look like someone, from the movement did it. We were all very clear on that.
Roll semantic, so no.
There is not a connected one.
Seriously, not a single one?
Not a single.
Yeah, I thought there was only like a handful in the entire book.
I have to take Pippin out really quick.
Because also Rin cast it while she was in silence. But subtle meta magic.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Subtle removes verbal and semantic.
Yeah, no, I was trying. Okay, thank God, because I was like, okay.
Wait, Kayla, do you have subtle spell?
No, I'm empowered and twin.
Oh.
While
Oh,
Rin
I'm
is subtle and quick.
Dragon's breath. Okay.
That's alright. Not to worry.
So yeah, Vola's just gonna come up and punch him. Actually hits.
Hey, alright.
So he deals
Like, what?
3 damage.
1d4, right?
No,
No.
1 damage
One
plus his strength.
Oh.
So 3 damage. As Vulas is like, as he can't move, so he's just swinging at Vulas.
At Nykar?
At Vulas. Vulas is the one that's.
Oh, Nykar.
Nykar is swinging at Vulas.
Oh, got it.
That's a disadvantage.
That's it.
I can make it.
Okay.
As your reaction or something?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Watch the little one. Watch the little one.
Yeah.
16 versus a DC 11. He's still gonna hit.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, we're all naked.
deals 5 damage to Vulas.
Okay.
So, Momo. Ryker, you're up.
Okay, so everybody is out of the pool. Nykar is encased in ice and, like, freaking out in silence.
He's looking like beat the shit.
Cool. So I'm gonna try and I'm gonna slit his throat.
Yeah, roll it.
Is that like
You have, you can flank with Vulas.
swashbuckler?
Okay.
But yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna coup de grace, slit his throat. That'll hit. That's a 19 plus on the die,
Yeah, that's gonna
plus whatever. Hey.
Nice.
Nice. 13. Another 17 points of damage.
Yeah, you want? How do you want to do this?
I would. If possible, if he's like on the edge of the water, I want to pull his head out so that he can hear me.
Like his lower half is in the ice. He's not going to be pulled out.
Not pulled out. I just want it so that he can hear me,
Okay.
like with his head. Like outside of the cone. Like he doesn't have to move, but I'd be like,
Sure, I'll say you can.
I'll be like, this is all of your suffering coming home to roost.
Okay.
And I'm gonna slit his throat, but not like chop off his head. But his
Yeah.
throat's gonna be cut.
As he is now just like in the silence, just turning the ice red as
Cool.
it's slowly spilling into the pool until he lays on top of the ice, his legs still keeping him standing, just like dead.
What happened?
He's dead. I slit his throat.
And the halfling is still like. She's out of that silence by now, but being held.
It's my turn yet?
Initiative 7.
Oh, I'll catapult a jar to hit her in the head.
Okay, roll that damage. Shut up.
I mean, we could just, go like this. She's not screaming. Like, she's trying to be quiet.
No, her
she's
mouth
trying
is
to
covered
scream.
as she's trying to scream.
Oh.
Gavyn is holding her mouth.
Do your, super intimidating, shut your mouth. Yeah.
She does get to make a dexterity saving throw.
I'll say it's a disadvantage because she is grappled. Yeah, okay. So she's going to fail.
Okay. It made us higher than 14.
Yeah, it was 9.
Okay, so we got 6, 6, and 3.
6 and 3.
So,
She is knocked the fuck out.
bludgeoning.
Cool. So, I will scamper over, grab the bag of holding, and, hold it open for the big, strong people to try and, shove them in.
Go ahead, make some strength checks.
Between
Okay.
Gavin and I.
Between Gavin, Vulas, and you, I can't imagine.
Here, I'll make Volus's. One of my dice are actually being put there.
Roll me, and as you're also doing this, roll me a perception check.
16,
30.
natural 20.
Okay, natural 20 on you?
Mm-hmm.
You got 30? You both are hearing the clinking of chainmail or some sort of heavier armor entering the building.
In the building.
Time to go.
Time to go. So you stay here with the girls.
By the way, my strength roll was 12.
Oh, Gavin's was
And
15. Yeah.
Vulas.
You got an 18. I rolled it.
Oh, okay. And it was +2? +2.
With +2, it's 20.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you get Nikar, you chip away, you pry him out of the ice, and shove him in the bag.
Can we put you prestidigitation of blood?
Oh yeah, Rin is working on that already.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
As well as put the ice away. Make the ice go away.
I
Yeah.
mean, drop it. Yeah, I can firebolt it.
And Rin is shocking, trying to help as well.
Yeah, so. It's not very thick ice, right?
Not that thick. So yeah, you managed to get it. It adds a little extra steam to the room.
Okay.
The movable rod is still in front of the door.
As by this point, check the rooms. Check the private bathrooms you hear in the main bath area.
You guys up. I'll
We've
put
got our other stuff, so just climb out the back type of a thing as opposed to going back. If that makes sense.
You
Is
go-
that an option?
We're back. You guys are back in bathhouse number 5, right?
Do you want us to make checks to get over there?
Yeah, let's all make some athletics checks.
I mean, I'm staying. I gotta stay where I am.
Yep.
20. Okay. Is Gavin helping you?
Tossing you, so I would say it's at advantage.
That's worse.
Okay, what was it?
With my -1. Oh wait, no, it's a 0, so it's a 4.
You get tossed and you fail to catch the top, and you are falling back down as Gavin.
Gavin is making his own athletics check.
Yeah, to try and catch you real quick. He catches you fine.
Gavin rolls an 18.
So Gavin gets up and over quicker
Vulas.
as
Disguise self. I'm a child. I'm a 20-year-old halfling.
Another 20-year-old halfling?
That's true. I'll just make myself look
sister.
similar enough that we could be perceived as siblings.
Okay. Okay. You hear the door to bathroom 5 where you two are in.
We're in 4.
4, I mean, where you two are in, shake and try to open. The movable rod has not been moved.
It has not been moved.
What do you want? Private area. Go away.
Nikar, is that you?
What do you want, fool? I'm busy.
I'll cook it.
We have to go. There's guards coming. They believed you were about to be attacked. Someone tipped them off.
Attacked?
Barely managed to get him on time. Barely managed to get him on time.
He's murdered, right?
Yeah, no, I am Nycar. Nycar is in a bag of
No, I'm
holding.
talking about Maul. He's being murdered soon, right? Anyways, I'll just sit down next to the other half and start stroking and braiding her hair. And
be like, listen, I'm fine. I'm not done yet. Go and I'll call for you when I'm done.
Dad, really, we gotta go. Come on, you know we shouldn't risk this. That's,
Eric.
Bolt.
Oh my god. Fine. Oh. There's better be a good explanation for this.
Oh, I'll take off all of my clothes and just sit there with my...
I mean, disguise self. You can disguise yourself as being naked.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
disguise as being naked.
Yeah.
I mean, technically we were naked to begin with, so...
I'm
That's
sure
true.
we got dressed.
No.
Oh,
we
no, I
specifically-
did all that naked. Cool. Didn't
Yeah,
realize that.
we all did all that naked.
Do you have?
Man, Vulas has got
Are
some
you in
shrinkage
possession
too.
of that car?
You are.
All right. Okay. So do I have both bags at this point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have any of my stuff. Like
I'm
all of the
Putting my armor and I assume Vollus's armor into the other bag of
Go
holding
to bed.
and whatnot, and we as
You have all of my stuff too.
yeah, so we're going to then just sort of make our way past them as if we're just we just finished up and just walk out.
Okay. Roll me a deception check.
For walking out.
Walking out just nonchalant.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
just
guys.
nonchalant. They're just trying to be nonchalant. Just the timing, is a little...
20.
Okay.
Do it for Gavyn too.
I'll
I
do it
guess.
for, what's his show?
I'll do it for Rin.
13.
I don't know if I doubt he's got deception for
He's
Gavyn.
probably got intimidation.
Yeah, so that would be an 11 for Gavyn.
Yeah, they don't seem to even care.
Fine. Just give me a moment. All right. So I will push open the door roughly and be like, "This had better be good. You better have a good explanation for this," and slam it behind me and
Okay.
start storming out.
So, where is the main group heading? Back to the house?
That's where I would
Back to the
assume.
house.
In the belly of the beast now. Okay. I didn't plan on doing this.
And then as soon as we get there, I'm going. Volus is going to cast. We're going to pull Nycar back out and cast
Gentle repose, so that he doesn't
Stuff
look
it back
all
in.
bloated and disgusting.
Gotcha. More bloated than he already is.
Yes, dead bloated, not not
Fat ass
not. Hey,
Okay. Sorry, they're playing.
Okay. So, yeah, you pull him back out. It's a little bit of a struggle, but you manage to get him back out. As you
I just imagining when we open it, and we're like, Nycar, we see a face and then we shove him back in.
He's like,
Guys, we're carrying a dead body in a bag of holding.
I know.
I just wanted to say it just so that everybody's clear.
A naked.
We're taking
A naked dead body.
It's like an itty bitty little
Frozen.
baby pickle.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome.
Anyways.
Permanent shrinkage.
You manage to get back into the house, and Rin asks you and Infernal can someone teach me common?
I can't.
You
That's something
just,
that-
eventually, can we
That's
start
something that-
working on
yes,
common
yes, that's something
after
that
we do all this?
That's something that.
would appreciate it, because a lot of what you were talking about in there I didn't understand. I didn't even have cast my spell to understand.
Why? Who do you want to charm?
I'm still in the room with the halfling kid.
Oh, I figured you. I mean, there's no reason why you can't leave.
They're witnesses.
Say the word Nolith and you'll be fine.
Hmm?
Say Nolith. We're friends of Nolith.
You do have a sending stone. You have several.
Guys, what do you want me to do with the girls? They haven't got woken up yet, but what do you want me to do?
Who all has sending stones? Like, who has the other ends?
What ends do we have?
So there are three ends in the bag of holding that I had.
So you've got them.
And I've got one. You've got one, and you've got one.
So you have the ends of each one. So I imagine
So you can
when
talk.
you get home, you'll pull them out.
And have them on
So-
my person.
Oh, actually, I don't have one now. Yeah,
Yeah, no.
I don't. You can't talk to me at all. Fuck, I better not fuck this up.
Okay.
What do you want me to do with the girls?
As you notice one of the stones
Yeah,
light
girls.
up, and it literally mouth moves with Seren's voice.
Should I do?
Okay then. I reply. Take them to the
Blooming Rose.
Rose Tavern.
Blooming Rose Tavern.
It's not right.
Blooming Rose.
Blooming Rose.
When you talk about
Tell them that you're with Ryker, and they should
Right.
be able to take care of them.
But do you know the name that you just said out loud, or no?
I-
If not, then I'll just.
I don't know.
You know that Nolith was some. So Nolith is probably and Asgore are probably the only two names you've heard, and
Yeah.
those are probably the only three names that you've heard me say before. And you know that Nolith was a prostitute that I had in my service. That I was,
so you would probably know the name.
So, take them to the Blooming Rose. Take them to Nolith. Let her know that you're with Ryker.
Before they wake up, can I just do a general perception check of the room to see if there's anything I missed from any of his?
Roll an investigation check.
Investigation. I'm actually better at that.
That'd be fun.
That is a 19. Woo!
You find a you find fine wines, like far better than what they provided to you when you asked for
Those
wines.
bastards. I'm gonna pour myself a glass.
It's like a rose gold. It's like a rose gold white cinnamon.
Like gets into the pool all by herself.
It's probably pretty chilly.
Fireball.
Well, they warmed it up.
Fireball.
As there's also some freshly baked bread and cheeses as well floating by the end of the pool,
Is it like floating like in the pool or like on a tray?
on the tray in the pool.
Yeah, I'm actually probably gonna like at least the bread because
Yeah.
I'm a girl who likes them pastries. Anyways,
But aside from the
any
finer,
personal effects that were forgotten?
no, they would have been in the locker rooms. As you are waiting for them to wake up, your bodyguards and son take you to the locker rooms, get you dressed, and we know it's not what you like that, but we got to take precautions. People aren't supposed to even know you're in the city, remember? Says that a little louder than you think he should have.
I glare at him. I stare daggers at him. Shame.
Let's get you home. Come on. As eventually you get dressed and are taken to Nykar's home.
It's a state.
His estate, his villa within the city.
Yep.
You enter through the front doors as you come onto the estate with two guard houses on either side of the estate, watching over the house.
You split the party.
Not on purpose. It was your idea. No, it's good.
It was a good idea.
It's fine. It's fine. We got this. It's good.
As you are...
I mean, Ryker's got this. Scott's like perfect. Okay, so 2 guardhouses. Yep, that's right.
2 guardhouses. Let me write a couple names down real quick so I remember how to pronounce them. Oh yeah, that's right.
I will make it clear just on like the carriage ride home that if anybody, the first person to talk to me is going to the gallows. Like I am just that was my private, personal time, my executive time, and they have just ruined my entire week. And you do not want to be the person that gets in my way right now.
You enter the hall leading to your mansion. Stairs in front of you, heading upstairs. The layout you are familiar with. The left archway will lead you into the dining room and the kitchen beyond. The right leading you into the study and the personal home library. Your personal office in the library.
Mm-hmm.
Then, as you head upstairs, the guards do not enter the house. The 2 guards that were with you do not enter the house. They are just following procedure. They wait outside.
Probably paid them off, you know.
Yeah. They're waiting outside, taking their posts. Bolt doesn't even look at you as he heads upstairs, and you imagine he is heading to his room, which is the smallest one on the 2nd floor.
Of course it is, Eric.
So I will storm up to my study or office or what have you, and I will slam it very petulantly.
Okay. Roll me a deception check with advantage.
That's a natural 20 plus 8, so 28.
Okay. So you're very convincing.
I'm very petulant.
It fits. As you are now in Nykar's office.
The only one here?
You're the only one in this office.
I would very much like to make sure that I am the only one here. And
It's a very small room. You are certainly.
well, I didn't know if there was like some like scrying or clairvoyance or like any of that. Like,
That you weren't sure. You can investigate to try.
sure can, absolutely. Would love to. That's a 14. So 20. Yeah, 22.
Checking the room, it hasn't been used in at least a week, as there's a thin layer of dust on the desk. But other than that, you do not notice any. You do not notice any means of eavesdropping.
So 2 questions really quick before we get too far in. Learning from, I forget who told us, was it Maul's friend? Who's the other paladin? Maul's friend? Arok told us that Nykar was... Okay, let me back up. My information, or Ryker's information, was that Nykar was going to be out of town until when?
A month from now.
A month from now. Excuse me. Okay. Very important question.
Well, a week ago.
Sure. So 3 weeks from now. Very important question. Where is Nykar's wife?
Either upstairs in their bedroom, or on the airship. You're not sure if she's been back from the airship yet.
Okay.
Are you going to go do bad things to his wife?
No. No. I very much want to avoid said wife at the moment. Okay. So while I'm here, are there any windows or exits other than the door?
There is a window to your left when you sit at the desk. It is like a nice broad window to let in light. It is currently covered by a curtain.
Okay. Nykar's number 2. I guess Bolt. Bolt, and what's his other son's name?
Ryker Jr.
Nykar Jr. and Nykar Jr. is the brains of the quote unquote brains of the operation. He's the heir apparent.
He's the heir apparent.
That's who. Yes.
Vanessa's the brains of the operation.
Okay. Okay. So before anything happens, I would very much like to look around for anything useful or interesting in the office, whether it's papers or books or ledgers or journals or accounting thing, like anything that Ryker would deem of note. I would very much like to look.
Roll me another investigation check.
12.
You rummage through some of the shelves. They're pretty typical books you believe you would find in a quote-unquote nobleman's home. So it's as if he's trying to make appearances that he's a nobleman, even though you know he never actually holds a title. He's just filthy fucking rich for all his underhandedness.
Mm-hmm.
He's not actually a nobleman. And you rummage through his drawers within the desk, but find nothing of note within.
Okay.
Is
Is there any like secret compartments or anything like that?
nothing you were able to find.
Okay. So are there so no books, no ledgers, no nothing of interest or note?
No.
Okay. So I will go back to the front door and yell for. I won't yell. No, I will actually. Yes, I will yell for Vanessa. Vanessa, I require you in my study.
Okay, as you are calling for Vanessa, we'll switch back to Seren.
Okay.
So the girls are finally starting to slowly wake up.
I've tried my best while they've been asleep to make them somewhat comfortable, but as they're laying on the ground after I have hit them.
Okay, they're slowly starting to come to.
Yep.
Still, it's been about an hour now.
Did we knock them out for an hour? That's not good for their long-term health.
Did any
Yikes.
workers come to check on their room?
So far, yes. And when they noticed that you easily had explained, my car left and they're asleep, trying to wake them up. So they gave you time to do what you need to do. Yeah. Since the room had technically been paid for the full night. So.
I'll cut up some bread and cheese for them for their,
What?
try and make them comf.
What happened? I remember.
Are you still disguised? How long does disguise self last? It's an hour, right?
Investigate.
Is it an invocation?
You
No.
can turn bonus. You can learn spell points.
Spell
Spell
slots.
slots.
I can, but I will not.
Okay.
Moment. Let's see if I need to do that soon. Okay, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll give myself a spell slot.
Okay.
Using all of my sorcery points.
I mean, you kind of have to be the same person when you walk out. It's kind of important.
So
And I'll just recast it for another hour once they're starting to come to.
the halfling or the lizard folk is waking up first and he's like, "What is happening? Where am I?
Finally awake.
Who are you? I don't remember your face."
Better question. Who are you? Give me a name.
She's still rubbing her snout.
I'll like rub her now. I don't know.
Roll a persuasion check then.
Persuasion is +5 and 12, so 17.
17. My name is Keisha. Kessh.
K-E-S-S-H.
K-E-S-S.
Spelled more like ketchup.
Spelled a little more like Kesha, but the E is.
Without the I.
Yeah.
And the extra S. That's not super important right now, but I'm going to take you somewhere safe once you said your name out loud, right?
Nolith.
Scarlet. No.
Oh, Scarlet.
Once Scarlet wakes up, we're going to be going to see Nolith.
Scarlet? Oh. I remember she fell asleep in the middle of it. She hit her head. Is she going to be okay?
I mean, she should be.
So, we're heading back to the Blue Waters?
Close.
Close.
Where's the Blue Waters at? I haven't heard of that one. I don't think I've heard of that one.
It's... Are you not from the Blue Waters? She's giving me a little more...
Are you from the Blue Waters?
Supposed to be good at this.
I'm supposed to be good at this? I don't know.
Of course. Why would we not go? Who are you?
Who am I?
Where is Nikar?
Oh, wait, never mind. That's his name.
You know the guy who's in our back holding right now?
So many names!
We just might have killed him, you know.
Yeah, I just forgot that his name was Nikar. There was
It's
Nikar.
Nikar. I thought it was. I keep saying Nikar.
Is that the other? No, too many N names.
Nolith is good. Nikar is bad.
Good. Nikar is no longer in need of your services.
That's why he's not here. Okay, well, I'm not...
And we will not be returning to the Blue Waters on his request. He's sending us to a different...
Why? If he's no longer needing our services, why are we not returning to the Blue Waters?
He requested we go somewhere else.
So he's still requiring our services.
Not anymore tonight. Thank God. Am I right?
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, good. Thanks for that advantage. Thanks for that natural 20.
Okay, where are we going then?
Something with
Blooming Rose.
Blooming Rose.
The Madame won't be happy about that, but I'll be happy to go there instead.
Right? That's what I said. But that's where he said, so that's where we go.
Okay then. She nudges Scarlet to wake her up. She nudges the Keisha.
Here, why don't you, Keisha, you have some cheese and some bread. We've worked hard today. You know, you enjoy a little bit of this finery since it's just going to go to waste anyway, since you decided to leave again.
Wish he'd leave sooner.
Right? Ugh, the worst.
Have you seen how small he is?
So small.
God.
And then I'll go over and I guess I'll just try to wake her up a little bit.
Yeah. You easily slap her face around a little bit to wake her up.
Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah. As Scarlet eventually wakes up. What
Are
happened?
you alright?
I'm going to be fine. What? Keisha?
Keisha's sorry. She's over there eating some cheese. Would you like some?
Where? Yeah, sure. And she takes some cheese. What's going on? Where did Nikar go? You get a feeling she was going to say something else, but first check to see if he was there.
He's gone for the evening. He said he was finished with us and he is sending us somewhere else.
Where are we going?
The Blooming Rose.
That's our competitor.
That's where he said to go, so that's where we will be going. That we're supposed to be talking to somebody named
No lift.
Nolith. I just want to say her name. Yeah.
Nolith.
Nolith.
Nolith. Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, not really good. I'm not 11.
See, you say no. You don't say it like that. You say, "Hey, I got an 11."
It's above a 10.
Yeah.
I got above a 10.
You say, "Hey, I got an 11."
Nolith, the Madame is not going to be happy about this.
Well, who pays her? Who pays Madame?
Nikar? I mean,
And who told us to go there?
he did, apparently. Well, I didn't hear him. Well,
Are you saying you don't trust me?
I don't know who you are. How can I trust you if I don't know who you are?
I can't believe you don't remember me. I'm trying to deceive her so that it works in the shows. I can't believe you don't remember me. I mean, I know I'm new, but damn.
Deception with disadvantage.
With disadvantage? Okay. So the first one was an 18, the second one was a 16. And I have a +7 to my deception modifier. I can't believe you don't remember me.
She looks actually hurt. She's like, I'm sorry.
I will immediately burst into tears because it is bad enough in this profession for the guys to not remember us. No, or for girlfriends are remembering it too. Just adding.
Roll deception with advantage.
19. Yeah, 19.
Okay, we'll go to the Blooming Rose. Please, I'm sorry. What is...
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's just finish up here. Go. I'm gonna pour myself a glass of wine and just drink it.
Okay.
How many glasses of wine have you had?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Okay.
Okay, so you head off to the Blooming Rose with these two after all three of you get dressed in the dressing in the lockers. Back at the house.
Back in the house, I
Wait, which house? Oh, our house. Our house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our house.
In the living room.
I will take at some point Vulas aside, because I'm assuming at this point he's beginning, at least as far as what I would notice,
he was having a hard time breathing that whole thing.
I'm going to take him aside and give him a smoke. I'm going to smoke as well.
How many leaves?
Don't do drugs, kids.
How many leaves do you have?
I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, he's out now. The blue vein recedes as soon as he takes a puff.
Better?
Yeah, what the hell did you do to me?
I offered you a smoke, but I didn't offer. You asked. I obliged. And it's something that I'm working on.
What is wrong with me?
You have a disease. It's associated with the addiction of this.
What is this?
It's called Azure Leaves. I'm
gonna take a video.
trying to find a cure for it.
So you've been on this and you didn't think to...
Okay, now look up.
Are you also...
Just a lot.
Okay.
But I have several leads that I am working on, and all of them promising.
Like what? I can maybe help.
What's that? Potentially, possibly. As soon as I find more information. We're going to be going to the crossroads, and hopefully we'll get more information there.
Yeah, we're like 3 days out from doing that.
Yes. But I have one lead that I'm working on that might pan out beforehand.
What's that lead?
It has to do with the ring. I'm pretty sure that.
What, the ring that was in the bag?
Yes. It's a alchemical thing that is used for the process of potentially curing things. I'm going
How
to
is a
do.
ring alchemical?
Do you know anything about alchemy?
Really?
It would take too long to explain it. I'm going to do the research tonight, and in the morning I should have potential results.
All right. And in the meantime, do we have enough of this azure leaves?
Yes.
Roll deception.
I
You
still
lie.
have a leaf.
Lie.
18.
Roll that 20. What? You're just gonna be silent.
See you in the morning.
Yeah.
When I go into my room.
Friends don't get other friends addicted to azure leaves.
When I go into the room, I'm going to reach into the bag of holding.
Okay.
And bring out the ring.
Okay.
What does Ephraim know about the wish spell?
Tits!
Knew it.
I knew it.
Roll an Arcana check.
I
What?
knew it.
What?
I swear to Christ, if you wasted on this azure leaf.
13.
Good.
He's gonna wish for like a whole like cultivated plant. He's gonna wish for a greenhouse full of
That is the
apples.
exact opposite of what you should wish for.
You don't know.
Selfish bastard.
Oh,
You
that's
know, you know
Big
that wishes
bazillionaires.
are something that people strive for. They are the embodiment of desire. They are the fulfillment of goals and miracles. They are usually and have only been ever known to be in the realm of the divine. That's it.
So, using the ring, I am going to wish for the knowledge and ability to cure blue vein, like to have that knowledge now.
I need everyone but Brandon to leave the table.
Okay, let's go outside.
Selfish bastard. There's still two more. Doesn't matter.
Only two more?
Selfish bastard.
Here, let's go over here.
But Kitty.
Fine. He'll fall back asleep in no time. Bring me some meow meow. Want to kill meow? Want to go kitty meow meow?
It's what Ephraim would do.
Yep.
Yep.
Or do you have to leave like the room? Or
I would prefer if you didn't hear it. So you can't hear, that would be good.
Let's go outside.
Reword what you wish for. Retell me it. I want to know I have the exact word.
So he wants to have ability and knowledge on how to cure bleeding. This moment.
You put on the ring, and you stare into the dark rubies as you make this wish. And one of the rubies cracks as your mind is flooded with the knowledge of blue vein, what causes it, how it constricts the lungs, and the remedies in which to cure it. And then there's a spike of pain in your head as your intelligence is now permanently halved. And you forget, in that instant, the cure for blue vein.
Okay then. Do I round up or down?
Round down.
Okay.
Okay. You guys come back now. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I got a cat. It's Momo. I got a cat. His name is Momo.
Hey, Momo.
Momo. Want the cat back?
Sure.
There you go.
I knew it as soon as I heard how you described it.
I knew it too.
I
Am I the only one here who doesn't
I-
like do D&D like a
I
drug
knew it.
and know everything
I
right
knew
what
it. I
Sid
knew it.
said? Oh, I put some cold water in the fridge.
Well, I also rolled a high enough arcana to know what it might be.
Yeah. Well, we all found it.
You thirsty? I also bought a Brita filter. I haven't put it in yet, but I got a little filter.
You do know it's going to soak for like 15 minutes first, right?
I don't know. I haven't even opened it yet.
Okay. Yeah, the filter's got to soak in water for 15 minutes before you
I mean,
actually...
that's how it is with the curing too.
Yeah.
So do we make our way back to the?
Yeah, you make it back to the
Or-
blooming... Yes.
After all of that, am I aware of what happened to me? In
Uh,
that, like,
At your intelligence, would you be aware? Do you think you would be aware of what happened?
I think your wife responded to you.
maybe not.
So I will let you determine that. You know you gained and just lost something.
Could I roll for it?
Yeah, I could let you roll for it.
Annie took like a bunch of screenshots of that.
Yeah.
Of what?
I sent it in a Snapchat video. I sent it to you when she took a screenshot.
Well,
You're not aware of what happened.
So you just feel like you're the same?
no. No. No.
Okay.
And with a headache, I'm going to go to bed and sleep.
You make it to the Blooming Rose, Seren.
Yep.
Without any incident. Though you get the occasional accost and wolf whistle from men on the streets and drunks. Asking how much for the night and yada yada. Having no respect.
Interesting.
But you make it to the Blooming Rose
No, I'm
where
not gonna do it.
where the a older woman, probably in her early to mid 50s, with a high done headdress, comes over to you and says, "Who are you three? I don't recognize you."
Gesture for her to come down.
She leans down.
Brad.
Ryker.
You don't know who you are? No.
That's
Okay.
how I would
Should I know this name?
That name or Nola?
Nolith. Your friends live in Nolith.
And a matter of speaking.
What do you want?
To be speaking with Nola?
She's not here, honey. Her debt was paid, and she's at the venerated jug now.
Hmm.
Did she not tell you?
She didn't tell who I needed them to tell. You said venerated jug?
Yes.
Very interesting. Sorry, and Sarah would have processed this much faster than
I understand.
10
You
30,
take your time.
10 o'clock, Kayla.
Okay,
You can skip over. You can skip over to Ryker for a second.
Okay, Ryker, you're now up. Vanessa is coming down to you now. As she enters the room. Yes, Father?
We have problems.
What's going on?
The jackals are taking the pound of flesh tomorrow.
Which bank?
The crowns and golds and crowns.
They were just there a week ago.
I
Already.
know somebody didn't make the right payoff, it sounds like.
Are you wanting me to go?
No, they requested me by name.
Typical. Okay. What do you want me to do then? I don't understand why you called me.
I would like you to go down to the jug. Not to the jug. I would like you to go down to the golden crowns right now, and I would like you to let everyone know to expect me tomorrow and to not get in my way. I'm going to sweet talk this jackal and we'll get it out of our hair. But I don't want anyone to cause a fuss.
Very well. I will get this done.
Thank you.
And she leaves. Vanessa was also very attractive woman. Blonde hair, nicely curved. Just work.
Also, and send up some wine.
You're going to your room?
No, I'm not done fuming yet.
Well, you know Mother's still away for another week. Or
Wonderful.
Seren. Whatever. I don't like to call her Mother.
Call it whatever you like, I don't care. Just do what I said, please.
She just walks off.
And so he will. Are there any? Is there specifically any like keys or notations or books or I'm looking for information and stuff about the airship and
Not in this room.
is there like a product or something? I don't know.
It's possible because you saw two workrooms on the third floor
Okay.
near Nykar's.
Sure. So, hey. Does Nykar have a personal like? I mean, I'm happy to just wander the house, fuming. But I am looking for Nykar's where he keeps his like collections and stuff. I know he.
That was
What?
in his room from the blueprints you saw.
Yeah. Trying to remember what it looked. Yeah. So going to his room, I'm looking for, like, it's got like priceless antiques, really expensive timepieces, things of that nature. Like where does he keep his all of his valuables and the like.
As you wander, roll me just an investigation check.
Sure can. 18.
So, wandering through the house, you see he has a few finer statuaries throughout the building. All of his plates and silverware are actually goldware. As he seems to splurge and likes. Bless you. He seems to like the color of gold. However, in his room, you find two chests that seem to be that might be hold value within them, as they are close to his bed and locked.
Got it. Well, I don't have my thieves' tools. Okay, that's fine. Anything else in in his bedroom that Ryker would find interesting or of note, either about his business dealings, who might be under his thumb? Like, is there like a personal note of, hey, I definitely owe you one from noble such and such, or
There does not seem to be any of his business here within the home.
that's fine.
And when you investigate the workrooms, also, I should say, he does have diagrams of ships, and one of the rooms is dedicated to airships that in and of themselves.
Does one of them look like the blueprints for his own airship?
Yes.
Can I swipe those? Can I just grab them and walk around with them?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to hide them or anything. Just hold on to them. Cool. The ships. Any of them? Can I note the names of the ships so I know which ships he owns?
They're not named. They're just like he's working on something involving ships and airships.
Okay.
But it's not clear what.
Got it. None of them are like the Stego or anything. Or the other names. No. Okay. Okay. Cool.
He's not the Dread Pirate.
Yeah, but he might be in league with the Dread Pirate Roberts. You never know. Okay. Cool. So yeah, I will have. I will. Just lounge and have personal executive time and try to make sure that no one bothers me. I will even instruct the porter, manservant, or whatever that not disturb my slumber tonight. I have a big day. I have a big day tomorrow, and we are going to be meeting the jackal at noon. And so I will hole up in my room.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Then we are back with Seren. You're still at the Blooming Rose right now.
And
Talking
the two girls are just generally quiet.
Yes.
Okay, great.
They don't. They're the competitor of this place. They're not going to talk up.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you for your time. And we'll leave.
Good.
Is there like an alley between these two buildings?
Yes. Where are we going to go? I thought we were supposed to be here.
We were going to be here because I thought there was somebody here that I could trust. But that person doesn't seem to be here anymore. How much were you paid for your evening today?
We were never paid directly. It was always to the madame. Our services are usually 20 gold a night each.
How old are you?
I am only 24. And then the
Halfling.
halfling and the lizard folk says I am only 16. Fully mature for both of them, but young.
What? 24? Man. These girls are getting chipped. Hard. Madame.
Okay.
Their madame is taking all of their money.
Here's
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Here's what I would like you to do. You can just go back to your madame. You came straight from the bathhouse after Nikar was done with you. And while you're on your way, I will give them each 50 gold.
Okay.
For discretion. And potential future.
Roll the persuasion check with advantage.
Not in a sex way.
No, I know. I wasn't thinking.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Jeez.
You've killed it.
What?
Woo! It's like I'm you or something.
I haven't rolled a single natural 20 in a day.
It's because they're all coming to me.
Yeah, I guess.
What's your name? We never got your name.
That is correct. I haven't told you pretty much anything. So my name is Seren. And I am not in the same. I apologize. I know I put on a little show earlier. I'm not in the same occupation as you are. But I will. 1 second. Let me double check so that I can see if I can actually do this. Sorry. Oh, yeah. I will make like a little trinket, like prestidigitation.
Yeah.
Little flower.
Like a little, like a little couple cutesy little flowery things for them. I'm not even from Val originally, but I don't like to see power being abused. You guys are far too young to be in an occupation such as this.
They nod sheepishly with you on that.
Yeah.
So
Take, if this is enough to get you out, then go where your heart desires. And if it's not, I will find you someday.
thank you.
Is it enough to get you out? Just like curiosity.
You'll be enough to get them out.
Okay. Hold on. The two people asked.
You don't know how long they've been in their job on the
Yeah.
monolith.
Yeah. And if you ever, I hope our paths cross again someday. Apologize for my deception earlier.
You have our word, no one will know about what happened.
Given hell.
Yeah.
And then I will walk away. Leaving them, 2 teenage girls in an alley.
2 teenage girls that look at a halfling woman with respect.
And then I'll go back to the apartment.
Okay. Yeah.
So Ephraim wakes up at what he lost, drinks himself into a stupor, and passes out in the kitchen.
Drinks himself into a super? Okay. Make a perception check as you come into the home.
Always. Oh, wait, no, I'm not at it. Perception. That's a 10. Not super perceptive that day.
You just hear Mull's voice behind you. What were you doing?
I will firebolt.
Okay.
In his general direction.
We don't know you took them off.
Go ahead and roll that attack.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
That's an attack, not a DC.
Yes. So that's a 16.
Not supposed to sneak up on a woman at night, Maul.
Plus 6 is my
Sneak up on
modifier, so 22.
Can't sneak up on anybody.
Roll the damage. I think it's 2d10.
It is 2d10 now that I'm a little far. That's 7 and a 9.
Oh, shit. What the hell?
What the hell, indeed?
I'm not the one going around trying to commit murder.
No, you're just stalking people as they go into bathhouses.
Wasn't stalking, I was doing my job.
What's your job exactly? Stalker?
Keep an eye on the spell scale.
Who gave you that job?
Ryker.
Well, you can tell Draco that your job is complete.
Not yet.
I definitely think it is. I'll try to be intimidating with my fiery fingers.
Roll intimidation with intelligence. Or charisma.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it would be charisma normally.
You know we need these guys to like go to Connell, right?
18.
Where did my d20 go?
That was
There it is.
good.
Okay. I'm not going to be intimidated by you. He's a little shaking, though.
It's a little shit. I'm gonna need at least one reason why I shouldn't set you on fire again.
Because our god demands that we keep an eye on the spell scale.
Your god demands it.
Well, yeah,
So Drell is your god now?
no Bahamut. They're
Right, but-
paladins, and I'm in the order with them, though I'm not a paladin. I still believe in law and order, even if I don't care about righteousness like they do.
Where are we?
You're in the middle of the street. No one's passed by.
Like close, far from the
Close to the apartment. You're like a building away.
Oh. Was rolling for my wild magic search. Sorry.
yeah.
While I'm looking at my table. Try and see. I'm gonna keep walking and see if he follows me.
He's gonna fly up, but he is heading to the house. He may not be following you, but he is heading to the house.
Okay, we get to the house.
He is staying on the outside, up on the roof, just hanging out while you're down there. You're gonna go inside?
Maul, come here.
He drops down, and about 10 feet before he flutters and catches himself. Lands. Yeah?
I grab my movable rod and shove it in his foot.
What the fuck?
I'm like shoving it, like not like into his foot, but enough to hold him in place, and then clicking it so he's like stuck.
Roll and
I don't want him going inside.
roll and
Then just tell him not to go inside.
He wasn't going inside, but he's still watching the place, which is fucking weird.
You know he's like our friend, right?
Our friend who probably just ratted us out to the guards.
Because you wouldn't tell him what the hell you were doing.
Yep.
All you had to do is, we're going after Nightcar. Remember, he was helping you against Nightcar before.
He
Oh,
didn't
it's
trust
not
us. He didn't trust us enough.
He didn't trust me.
He didn't trust him.
He didn't trust any of us.
We're gonna kill somebody, but yeah, okay. Go ahead and roll in acrobatics.
Acrobatics. That's a 14.
Okay.
Freaking bloodlust
He's
halfway
just
there.
quick to move out of the way. What the hell?
If you can't trust us, you can't be here.
It's not that I don't trust you, it's that I need to keep an eye on her and keep her safe.
She is safe with us right now. Leave. You can't trust us there. We can't trust you anywhere. At least that's how I feel about it. Other people might feel differently, but for right now, it's just you and me.
Yeah, and I got to follow my orders.
Cool. Then you can wait outside of the gate.
That's what I was doing.
You're waiting on the roof.
Well, yeah, it's a lot more comfortable up there.
Good. You're not there for comfort. You're there to do your job. Your job is to be on the street.
No, my job is to watch, and it's easier to watch
You
up
can
there,
watch
too.
from the street too.
It's easier to watch up there, so I'm going to do what's easier and better to watch. I'm not telling you how to do your job.
I'm trying to tell you how to do yours.
Yeah. The why.
In the place that I live presently.
Yes, so do... Well, I don't live in
You-
this building, but I do live in this
You
city.
live in the city. You don't live here. This is not your property.
Technically not on your property, and you don't own the whole building.
So you're just
You
going to
have the bottom floor apartment.
So it would be more convenient for you to watch from the ground.
Really?
Well, it said it was like a stacked condo. You have the first floor
Oh, okay.
apartment,
Oh, I
basically.
thought we were.
I'm going to try and give it one more go to intimidate him. Get the hell out
Okay.
of our property. I'm not going to do that one. Actually.
Okay.
That's got a 10. I doubt that does anything.
All right. I am doing what I have to do.
If I see you tonight, I will destroy you.
I'd like to see you try.
Would you? I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
I do still have another spell slot. Never mind. I'm not going to kill this guy. But I will sassily walk away, slam the door, lock it as loud as I can, and shut every single blind we can.
Okay.
Just to make it nice and dark in there.
Okay.
And I will try to find Ephraim, actually. Let him know he's got a
Ephraim is
frickin'
on the ground in the kitchen, drunk and asleep.
Big day tomorrow, guys. Big day. Way to, you know,
ridiculous.
big day. Way to be on our tip-top shape.
Where is she?
She's in the corner in the living room again,
Is she
sleeping.
sleeping? Is everybody asleep at this point?
Gavyn and Vulas are in the room as well, laying down.
It is probably super late. But I'm gonna alarm take the time before I go to alarm every entry
Okay.
to the apartment. But I'm gonna try to do it with my little silver thing, so that it goes around the curtains too. So if the curtains get open,
Well, it's magical, so like you give
Yeah.
the parameters of when it goes off.
yeah. So if anything moves the curtain,
Yep.
to open the curtain, I would like to know about it.
Yeah.
Great. I will go begrudgingly frustrated at Maul.
As you sleep finally finds you. I want you two to leave the table now.
Yeah.
I know.
I'll take him.
Sleep and so rather.
And then after this, it'll be basically the end of the session for tonight.
Fucking Maul.
Maul is not our enemy. Just want to point
No,
that
he's
out.
just a tattletale. Snitches get stitches. or burns.
Not our enemy. Just pointing it out.
Snitches get stitches.
Sleep finally takes you as your dreams first become a tumult of energy just washing over you. Wave after wave after wave of just chaos. Pure, wild, unimaginable power. Until you find yourself in the middle of a forest. Like home. But more vibrant. The colors are far more saturated. The pond next to you is far more blue. The greens are far more green. Everything is just alive. And the air tastes like home. But not the home back in Helheim. Like a true home. And then you watch as you stand up, and the puddle, the pond before you, starts to drain and drain. Drain. Until there's nothing left but a crater there. And a voice from behind you that's go. Shouldn't have done what you did.
I will turn to look to see where the voice is coming from.
And as you turn, the world spins on you, and the wild, chaotic energies whirl again before you can see or get any idea of what it was that just talked to you. And then you feel yourself landing, and you see before you having a picnic, your father, though he's young. He's no more than 35? And a woman beside him as they are laughing. She looks familiar. She looks like you. But she's younger than you are now. Your mother? Are you seeing your mother for the first time? As the picnic seems to go well, and things seem to be happy for them both. And then you wake up. It's morning. And that's where we'll end.
Okay. We'll get the guys in.
Yep.